Hey, what's going on? You're live with JFK.
James Jackson, how's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah,
Judge,
go ahead, man.
I see Judge Bev is back, huh? She back in town. I don't think she ever left, though.
Nah, she never left. If she
She
was
never
assigned
left.
to the case, I think people just jumped and ran with that. She wasn't going anywhere. Well, with that being said, James, we're going to get into it, right?
Let's do it.
This is how we do it. Everybody tap in. Let's go. Yo. Oh,
a.m.
Yes.
Who did you call?
I inadvertently called Brian Higgins.
You say you inadvertently called him at 2:22 in the morning.
Yes.
How did you inadvertently call him?
Well, I don't know because it was inadvertent.
Isn't it true that at the other hearing you indicated that at or around the 2:22 time frame, you and your wife were in bed together in an intimate situation?
Yes, around that time.
Nasty.
Sir, did you make any phone calls after you went to bed between the hours of 1:45 a.m. and 6:30 a.m.?
Yes.
Who did you call?
I inadvertently called Brian Higgins.
You say you inadvertently called him at 2:22 in the morning.
Yes.
How did you inadvertently call him?
Well, I don't know because it was inadvertent.
Isn't it true that at the other hearing you indicated that at or around the
purpose only, it doesn't mean to hurt any. And don't take it seriously.
Sir, did you make any phone calls after you went to bed between the hours of 1:45 a.m. and 6:30 a.m.?
Yes.
Who did you call?
I inadvertently called Brian Higgins.
But you're so full of shit.
You inadvertently called him at 2:22 in the morning.
Yes.
How did you inadvertently call him?
Well, I don't know because it was inadvertent.
But you're so full of shit.
Isn't it true that at the other hearing you indicated that at or around the 2:22 time frame, you and your wife were in bed together in an intimate situation?
Yes, around that time.
Nasty.
Come on. But you didn't see none of this, right? Big Bad Brian A? You didn't see this. Nah, you didn't see all the police. You were making sweet love. Please don't go, Nicole. I love you.
I love you, Nicole.
Yeah, but we know what really happened, right? We know what really happened.
Who said dick?
Yeah, what were they really doing, James?
They was making sweet. Oh, they was fucking down. They was cleaning. They were cleaning house, man.
You got to read between the lines. Save your soul.
Justice from the king. What's going on here? Oh yeah, C-Star? You love the tunes, huh?
You're so full of shit.
Maddie M.
You're so full of shit.
Jen.
You're so full of shit.
Yes.
From McCabe when she, Karen Reed and Kerry Roberts found John O'Keefe's body.
I think she's passed away.
Yes. Fucking Donuts is now open.
Donuts. I've been doing it there for years. I responded some of my questions. Defendant responded. Okay, which? Ask again. I said, nope, tricks are for kids.
Tyler 1, how are you? Kelly.
It's showtime.
Janine. Hi everybody. Kelly. Carrie, yes. Free Turtle
It's
Boy.
showtime. It's showtime. Hey, James, what's going on? I go by the name of JFK.
I go by the name of James Jackson. And
Yes.
actually, Beetlejuice is out in theaters right now. Great movie.
Yeah, man. Michael Keaton, man. He looks really good for his age, too, you know?
Yeah.
And I just seen him on Saturday Night Live with our friend Billie Eilish.
Oh wow,
Yeah, she was on there with him.
that's cool.
Yeah. You know, and you know what we think about the McCabe's is, you know, we just don't believe a word they say, and that's just what it comes down to, you know.
You're so full of shit.
Fuckery Donuts is now open.
You're so full of shit.
Fuckery Donuts is
You're
now
so
open.
full of shit.
Oh wow. Yeah, we live streaming.
We here.
Yeah,
And,
we're gonna talk about that, Pat. Someone said, Jay, the bar scene. They don't think that they broke it down. Well, guess what? I think after you see this video, you're gonna like it.
So
Pat Guido.
we streamed a live stream of Dateline. I seen everybody else trying to do it, and everybody's getting flagged. And
Yeah.
the next day they flagged our Dateline and they took it down. But we actually got to stream it live, right, James?
Yes, we did.
And
Found our way. Navigated through the struggle.
we navigated we piloted through the weather. We
did.
piloted through the struggle. Is that how we're saying it? Navigate
That's
through the
how-
struggle.
we navigated through the struggle. Everybody thought you seen them leaving, like not. Oh, these guys ain't getting it. I'll tell you one thing about JFK: never gives up.
Never can.
Never.
You know,
Can't. No,
that wouldn't make any sense, right?
no, make no sense.
But so what did you think about it? Like, what's your takeaways from it?
I mean, there's just too much. I think she was saying, and I don't know. I wish they focused more on what was said instead of what Karen had to say about what people were saying online. You know, focus on what was really said between the bar to 34 Fairview. None of that was brought up. You know, so they could have spoke more on that, more on the Higgins situation, and she kind of backpedaled though about where she said she seen him cross the threshold, but then She didn't know where he was. I just don't understand that. It doesn't make no. And I think I'm just saying this, disclaimer. I'm just saying this because these are questions that Hank Brennan is going to be asking. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to let that go over his head. Lally had the gel in his hair. He had like 4 strands.
Disclaimer.
Entertainment purpose only. It doesn't mean to hurt any. And don't take it seriously.
Sir, did you make any...
This video is made for entertainment purpose only. It doesn't mean to hurt any.
No.
And don't take it seriously.
Please don't take it serious.
Don't take it serious.
Don't take it serious. I mean, we knew this video was 18 months old, right, James? This was an old video. So what I want to see is I want to see Karen Reed in 2024, after the trial, after the mistrial. That's what I want to see. You know,
yeah, that would be great.
Well, we got 125 people in the room. 135 now. It just jumped right up to 10 more people. How you guys doing tonight? Why don't you go sub to James Jackson at James Jackson?
Yeah, that'd be
Why don't
great.
you sub up to JFK? We need our subs up. Everybody right now, go run to James Jackson.
Run, come back.
But you know, James, how do we usually start this show off? Why don't you talk to the people?
So chat, beautiful people in the chat. 136 of you tonight. So far. Replay crew, we love you too. If you had one word to describe Karen Reed, what would that be?
We just need one, people.
It's your chat.
Let's go. We need one word, people. Innocent.
Yeah.
I like that. Brain.
Back to back. Damn, well, yeah, that's one word. You gave one phone. Really real, huh?
Kick the doors out.
And you already know what we think, right, James?
We think she's a warrior.
Yes,
Ultimate
we do.
Warrior. He was a great guy, man. R.I.P. Ultimate Warrior.
Oh. Ah! So, anyway, this Dateline stuff, man, I would like to see her in 2024 talk about after the mistrial. I would love to see what she has to say, where her mind's at after the mistrial. Damn, I would even like to see a tweet if that's possible. Something like that. You know,
something you would think, but I mean, maybe they have like some kind of like a gag order on this whole shit. Nobody can do anything.
This is some of the stuff she was saying on Dateline, and we're going to get into it right now.
Yeah.
You were talking about the video, right?
Right.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, Pat Guido was talking about it. Karen Reed said her first thought was John got hit by a plow.
There's John.
Yeah. All right, so check this out. Pat, this is what I was saying. Check this out, Pat. All right, check it out, man.
Yeah, we're going to Brian Albert's house.
Brian Albert.
Yeah, which I had never been to.
We're going to take you to Brian Albert's.
We get to the house, and there was maybe 1 or 2 cars in the driveway. And I said, John, can you just run in there and can we make sure we're welcome here? And he got out of the car.
You see him go in the house?
Yeah, I saw him approach the front door. I see him open the door and put his head inside. And I looked down at my phone, and in a matter of seconds, I look up and he's not there. Waited for him to reemerge, which I assumed was going to be in moments. Or that he'd yell to me from the front door, "Kay,
it's good, come on in."
Yeah, come on in. Pissed me off. Because 1, I didn't really want to be there. 2, I had to go to the bathroom. Within, Dennis, probably 2 full minutes, I start calling him. So
what happens next?
I left, and I just called him. I called him just over 50 times.
50?
John, can you just run in there and can we make sure we're welcome here? And he got out of the car.
You see him go in the house?
Yeah, I saw him approach the front door. I see him open the door and and put his head inside.
Pause it right there.
And I looked down at my phone, and in a matter of seconds, I look.
Talk to him, James.
Why? I just caught that. Put his head inside.
Yeah.
That could mean a million things. You know, that could have, with the head inside now we saying that he could have just got hit on his head. That's why she said she was waiting for him to reemerge. Almost like, that sounded to me like, yo, that's what 100 disclaimer. I'm just saying, that shit was, it was wild, but nah, let's go ahead and play it. It's
James,
good.
man, James, you know what, buddy?
You're so full of shit.
James is bugging.
You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit.
I'm just saying, man, these things she said. What's up with that face, too?
All right, look.
It didn't look.
This was 18 months ago. This is what she was told. This is before she even had a trial, before she even had any idea how this was even going to go. Lady never been on trial before. She's just speaking her truth or speaking what she needs to say at the time. Now, someone left a comment saying naive or withholding. CNA now did. I just posted it right there. And you know, that's my take on it. She's got to be withholding, because at the end of the day, when she was in the bar, who was in the bar with her? Higgins. I'm sure Higgins made her uncomfortable. The whole night she was talking to Karina, the Greek woman.
Yep.
The Greek woman was like her shield. She stayed with her because she was neutral. The Greek woman didn't care what was going on. She's not part of the party. Now, dare I say that Jen knew that she was talking to Higgins. Chris knew, obviously. We know Big Bad Brian A knew, because they took that ride home from New York. And then Maddie M on the backup probably knew, because Jen McCabe got a big mouth. And then you got Nicole. Nicole probably knew. So everybody was in on the joke except for the Greek woman. And I would think that Karen, being a smart woman, understood that and just stayed tucked into her the whole night and was talking to her. We're going to get into that at the bar. Make no mistake about it. We're going to get so into it at the bar. We're always back at the bar. The question is, people out there, we're taking it back to the bar, back to the waterfall. The question is, damn, we got 5-0 pulling right in here too. Great, perfect.
Hey, oh, beautiful lights.
Yeah, look at that. Hey, so listen. Oh, man, they're taking me in. Shit.
You guys, listen, we're going to set up a free JFK.
We got the strobe lights going, right? Hey, it looks good, right? But at the end of the day, what are you guys drinking? We're back at the waterfall. What are we drinking? We're taking it back to the waterfall.
I'm just drinking water.
There.
Let's go back.
Waited for him to reemerge, which I assumed was going to be in moments. Or that he'd yell to me from the front door, "Kay,
It's good. Come on in.
yeah, come on in." Pissed me off. Because one, I didn't really want to be there. Two, I had to go to the bathroom. Within, Dennis, probably 2 full minutes, I start calling him. So
What happens next?
I left. And I just called him. I called him just over 50 times.
50 times?
Yep. And they were just going to voicemail. When I woke up after 4, I knew something was wrong.
Wow. I mean, the thing is, if you think you hit him, right, and you know he went through the threshold and you've seen him, why didn't you just go back to the house? Why that morning you didn't say anything? I mean, these are simple questions, right? And I'm sure everybody in the chat's going to tell me a million reasons why she didn't do that. But it's when you're in that courtroom under that jury, under them lights, under these lights. That's all that matters, right? It's just the simple stuff. I would like I said, disclaimer, I would like to hear from her in 2024 and see if that story changes a little bit. The lights do look good, don't they? They look great. Courtesy of Big Bad Brian A and the feds. Amy, screw the waterfall. Go to Billy Jack's or the Cabin Tavern. Nice. Yeah, so what do you think was going through her mind at that time, James?
She said she had to pee. She was pissed.
Now, could 2 things could have happened? I mean, why would if you're driving away slow and you looked and you seen him go in the house, why would you think you hit him? That's the question, right? Now we all been down this road 1,000 times, and I'm going to say it again. I would like to see what she has to say in 2024. This was 18 months ago. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough. What are the people saying in the chat?
Yeah,
We're gonna take phone calls tonight and leave it up to you guys.
Those voicemails from 2002 to her mom are gonna be super helpful. Not pee had to poop. Okay, whatever. She had to go to the bathroom. Sorry.
No, hold on. People keep saying she's going to the bathroom. She has Crohn's, which is tough. It's like it's IBS and things like that. Girls sweat. You can pass out. It's definitely an anxiety. Her going to the bathroom, I'm sure, was an anxiety, and it could have raised her.
Right.
Could have raised her temper, knowing that she might have had, she could have had an accident. And here's John. John just wanted to go inside the house, and she's mad. But keep in mind, when she was at the bar, Higgins was there.
Didn't she have a colonoscopy bag, Jay?
No.
She wasn't? I thought she was like, someone in the chat said colonoscopy bag. I thought she did.
I don't think so, bro.
No. Maybe
Shit.
Well. She does. That's it. Everyone's saying she does.
Does she have that? Did she say that?
Everyone's saying so. I need that button so I can. You're so full of shit. Hit you back with it. How you like that?
Okay, so
All right, so agree to disagree, whatever. Go. Let's just keep going.
But I'm not saying that she didn't. I just never heard that. And if she did,
who cares? Yeah. It's not.
Who cares?
But it makes the situation for her, like you said.
But even if she has some type of IBS or when she has problems with going to the bathroom, bro, that's straight up anxiety. Like if you have a problem going to the bathroom and you have to go, you're gonna be like, yo, what are you doing going in this house? I gotta go to the bathroom, man. Like I gotta go. Right. Where's she gonna go at 3 a.m? I mean, at 12:30 at night? Where's she gonna go? She gotta fly back home, right? Now that could be it. But keep in mind, that's in a perfect world. Now, I think that probably had something to do with it, for sure. I definitely think that had something to do with it. But also in the bar, Higgins was there. There was an 11:32 text. She's been talking behind Higgins' back. Higgins is throwing up his hands at 11:58.
Yeah.
Now there's a 12:20 text. You come in here. Is she withholding or is she naive? She didn't see what was going on.
She can't be that naive, man. I mean, I get a lot of people saying in the chat just want to believe that she's that naive. But I don't know, because I don't want disclaimer, but you just can't be that naive, Jay.
Speak your truth, bro.
Yeah, it's just like, she to say, where is he? That was a moment in time, right? Now
she was speaking from her experience.
She was speaking from her experience, but all that stuff had happened at 34 Fairview. You saw him going threshold. You didn't want to go there. You knew like it was a bad situation. So I just don't understand why somebody he's right there. He's got to be here still. Then I don't know. That's just what I wish they talked about. I knew he was there. He went in there. I saw him. Because we know we went in there.
I said, could I have hit him? Did I hit him?
Yeah, see,
How could that have been? I mean, you dropped him off at the house.
I don't know what else could have been. It was howling wind. I had YouTube blasting on the stereo, and I thought, did he
Here's the thing, James, right? Keep in mind, this interview was 18 months ago. This is before a trial. This is right after she got arrested.
No,
she's being told to keep everything on the hush, right? Now let's take for the replay crew. If you're just checking in, we love you too. Hit the like button, subscribe.
Replay.
Peace to the replay crew. Do a super thanks. Drop a super thanks. Try it today. Little comment has a money sign on it. Try it out, man, and help support us. Everybody out there in the chat, Cashapp JFK Show Off or Cashapp
James Emerald Jr.
Jr. It's in the description. I'll put it up right now. Or drop a super chat. It helps with the creative for sure. But with that being said, I would like to see her in 2024 speak from her experience now, going through the whole trial. And
JFK,
the fact
Matt,
that
he said
never told what?
Matt said he tried to do he tried dropping you a super chat, but he said it didn't work. I see the super chat on his name though, so I don't know if it went through. He said, but he just said that.
Did it?
But yeah, so go ahead. I'm sorry to cut you off like that. I just didn't want him to think we didn't catch it.
Somehow try to flag me down, which was the reaction I was hoping to garner as I slowly pulled away from the house. Did he come out and maybe trip or bend over to pick up his cell phone and I ran over his foot and then he passed out drunk? I mean, I didn't think I hit him, but could I have clipped him?
How could that have been? I mean, you dropped him off at the house.
I don't know what else could
How could that have been? I mean, you dropped him off at the house.
I don't know what else could. It was howling wind. I had YouTube blasting on the stereo, and I thought, did he somehow try to flag me down, which was the reaction I was hoping to garner as I slowly pulled away from the house. Did he come out and maybe trip or bend over to pick up his cell phone and I ran over his foot and then he passed out?
Shish.
Man, these are questions, Hanks.
You know, the fact that she said she drove away slowly. If you drove along, if you drove away slowly, then you know for a fact he didn't come at the door. And what if they do test the they test the data inside the car or whatever it might be? They send it to Lexus and they say there was a incident where she sped off fast. You know, the question is, can two things have happened? And would she admit to it? You know, would she admit to that two things could have happened, that she got in a fight with him? Like, if she told her lawyers, if she told Yannetti, listen, I got in a fight with him, he got out the car, he was pissed off, and I left him there. If she says that, I got in a fight with him, I was talking to Higgins, I left him there, doesn't that make her look like guilty of something? So maybe the lawyers told her not to say anything about that at this particular space and time. Be clear at this particular space and time. The question is, when she comes back out and speaks on it in 2024, is she going to speak her piece about Higgins? I mean, I don't know.
I didn't think I hit him, but could I have clipped him? Could I have tagged him in the knee and incapacitated him? Could I have tagged him in the knee and incapacitated him?
No, you couldn't have, because you seen him go in the house.
Right. And we know if you ran over his foot, he wouldn't have all those injuries. You know what I'm saying? If you just clipped him and ran over his foot or whatever. I mean, man, he had way too many injuries for that.
Purpose only. It doesn't mean to hurt any. And don't take it seriously.
Sir, did you make any...
It's
Yeah, she know Higgins was in there. Someone said that she know Higgins was in there.
Well, that's another thing. When she said she pulled up to the house, there was a couple of cars there. She went to South Boston to meet Higgins. She went to Higgins' house, and she walked Higgins out when they watched the Patriots game. She walked him out to the car. So she knows Higgins' truck. Now, we know Higgins drives a bunch of different cars, but his personal vehicle is the Jeep. So she knows the Jeep. If she's seen the Jeep there, did she freak out? Like he's going to go in there and they're going to buddy up and throw me under the bus and say all these wild things about me, right? These are the questions. And then you think about that 11:45 a.m. text when she said John died, right? Now,
well, yeah.
It was in the past tense. John died, as if she was saying John died over the fight you guys had. Like John died over the shit you pulled. John died in the past tense. She didn't say John's dead, help me out. They're saying that I hit him, or she didn't say, did you hear about John? She said John died, as if he already knew, for one, and for two, John died in the past tense. So it's like John died over what you did. Now the question is, did she text him at any other time on any other different app between that time and that time? And that was a mess up, and she by mistake hit his main line up, and that's why he didn't answer her back. Do we know that he ever hit her back on another line? Now, like I said, this is a disclaimer. Did you make any phone? This is a disclaimer. Please.
This video is made for entertainment purpose only. It doesn't mean to hurt any. And don't take it seriously.
Please,
people out there. We know you Karen Reed people out there are just like, we know she's factual innocent. We know he didn't die from a car. But the question is, why does she think she hit him? Why? What put that in her mind? Okay, Jen McCabe said this, Jen McCabe said that. But
Brian A.
But Brian A. and Higgins are not breaking. They're saying, nah, we're going to stand on this. He never came in the house and she caused it. So, like, what do they have on her? What did they see? Did they see her? Did they see John O'Keefe and Karen fighting in front of the house and
Well,
he fell down?
that's where we get back to, can two things happen at once? Now,
Could have.
if you came to my house, you know my house, so I can say, Jay, come over here where no one sees us. If we would, maybe they were watching this whole thing go down with them from a distance. Who knows, man? It's just getting in.
But the question is, my question is, why does Brian A., let's just say hypothetical, Brian A. and Higgins was in the driveway, right? And they seen Karen and him fighting outside the house, having an argument. I got to go to the bathroom. You're going in there with these people. These people are not your fucking friends. What are you doing? Da, 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 da. The kids are home. You're drunk, blah, blah, blah. Da, da, da. I'm leaving. She bangs a 3-point turn, kind of crazy. He throws the glass. Remember you said he throws the glass at the car. He bangs the car with his hand. She thinks she hit something. He fell down. They see it. He goes in the house. He's all hyped up. Listen, man, I just heard in the car that, you were talking to Karen and, she doesn't want nothing to do with you. You keep calling her. What do you mean, dude? I didn't call her. She called me, blah, blah, blah. They start arguing. Bad Brian.
Take this downstairs, guys. Take this downstairs. You guys are getting,
All of a sudden, Big Bad Brian says, listen, man, I told you to calm down. This is my house, right, James?
Yeah. Calm the fuck down.
Next thing you know, what's Big Bad Brian A do?
Pow.
Bang, bang. Right? All of a sudden, he's knocked out. Things happen. The plan is, let's put him out in front of the lawn, because if we put him out in front of the lawn, as soon as they ask her questions, ask her if she hit him.
Right.
We seen her hit him, and then they know that she's gonna break. She's a square, and then it's like, well, did you come back to see if he was hurt? No, I never came back. Now it's her word against their word.
Right.
Because they're like playing Texas Hold'em, right? About to go to the river here. Do you raise me? No one's folding, man.
No one's folding.
No one. So what do they know? And how would they know this would work? This is the question. Disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer. It's just a question. I saw someone in the chat. I don't know who, because it was way back, but they said they had only the phones that they had. How do you know that?
We're not saying that. We're not saying they had different phones. We're saying, how do we know that she didn't text? Or you're telling me, right? If you're talking to somebody on Messenger, right, and on Facebook, and then you're talking to someone on a text message, you might text them when the conversation was in Messenger,
right?
And pick up the conversation from Messenger on the text. So what if they were texting on some app where he told her, Higgins, because Higgins is a Fed, man. I'm pretty sure he has secret apps.
It's the same thing as when we have these people call in. They're calling in on a different app.
Yeah, they're calling in on Google Voice. Now, what if I call them back, not through Google Voice? I make a mistake and I call them back on my real phone.
Right.
Because the way she said John died, she didn't say John's dead. Oh my God. She said John died for what you did. You went overboard. Like, if she knew. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. It's just weird to send that.
And I got a playlist.
Secret apps, he deleted his SIM and phone. We know he did. We're just disclaimer. Disclaimer. Higgins told John to come to the house when he was in the bar. We saw that.
Entertainment purpose only. It doesn't mean to hurt any. And don't take it seriously.
Calm the fuck.
Well, here's the thing. I have 16 videos in my video section. It's called Read Between the Lines. There's a playlist. I got 16 videos. I break it all down. I talk about the text. I talk about why she might have wanted to go make pizza instead of going to Fairview Road. Talk about a bunch of different scenarios that I believe. But now, right now, with this Dateline interview, having more information, question is, why are they standing on this square? And why is Hank Brennan saying, let me get the father's records?
Right.
Because he's trying to make it seem that, okay, we're going to pull the father's text messages and see how long of a period of time that she went without calling him. And if
which I think is genius on his Like we were talking about this earlier. And now, if he hasn't talked to her in 3 months and she just hit him with a call at 1 a.m., that's going to look a little suspicious to Hank. He's going to say, well, I mean, I could see like she called her parents because she was close with them. You know, this is going on. John didn't come home, and that's probably why that happened. But I mean, Hank's gonna ask that question for sure.
Jen
Latino,
told her he was not in the house. Then she sees a cracked tail light, a cracked light at Jen's house. Scanlon cracked. If she was guilty, she would have said, she wouldn't say this. No one's saying she's guilty. Like what part of free Karen Reed don't you understand, Latina? No one's saying she's guilty. What we're saying is, what more does she know? Like, we don't want to hear. I don't believe that when she was in the bar and Higgins is there acting the way he was acting, and we're about to get into it, Latina, she was comfortable. And there's no way she, and I'm going to show you the video, and I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to show everybody. You guys locked in? You guys ready? We're going to break it down, okay? Because that waterfall video shows exactly how uncomfortable it was, not only for Karen, but for John. So you got to keep in mind, John texts Jen McKay, what's the address? He didn't call her. He texted her. He called him. Jen McCabe called him. Then they talked for 44 seconds. They hung up. Then they talked again for 36 seconds. All to drive to 34 Fairview, all for an address, like it was all good. What are you going to talk for? What do you think Jen was saying? Jen could have said, don't come here. He could have said, come here. We don't know. Point is, some things were said. Karen was right there. She was hearing everything. Now, early on, especially in this Dateline, she can't say anything. They're telling her not to say anything. Don't say anything. Let them prove it. I get it. But now in 2024, she might have to. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
All right, let's take it to the bar. You ready to go to the waterfall? You ready to drink?
Let's go.
What you having, bro?
Couple Stellas for the fellas.
Couple Stellas for the fellas? I could dig that. Couple Stellas for the fellas. All right. That sounds good to me, bro.
Yo! Hello! Yo! This is J.F.K. and James, though.
Yo! It's the fly dude.
Yeah, ever since I came on your show, dude, I'm wearing the red.
It's the guy with the red jacket. He's calling again. Come on, buddy. We're not taking calls right now, man. We're taking it down to Malden Station, man. We're not doing that right now, buddy. We're not doing that. We're not doing it. Man.
Yeah, you got. He calls
calling out, bro.
Yeah, because he got them Obama phones, man. They giving them out down there at Malden Station. You got a new one every month.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Let's take it to the bar.
Hug
You ready?
or anything like that?
Let's check it to the bar.
I did leave, yes.
Blue Moon,
You didn't
yes.
say goodbye to John, correct?
I don't think I said goodbye to anybody.
And
Oh, really?
You texted
And what
John
the hell
O'Keefe.
was that?
You coming here?
Wow.
I did.
And that had 3 question marks behind
A
it, correct?
grown man had
Yes.
to grab you.
Did you text Karen about coming over to 34 Fairview?
Look at that.
No.
So at 12:20 a.m., after you left the waterfall and made your way over to 34 Fairview, you were more interested in getting John to come to 34 Fairview than you were to getting Karen to come to 34 Fairview.
No, that's not how I would describe that.
But you didn't text Karen, correct?
No, I didn't.
But you did text John.
Yes.
You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit.
I want everybody
I did
to
leave, yes.
You didn't say goodbye to John, correct?
I don't think I said goodbye to anybody.
And you texted John O'Keefe, you coming here?
I did.
And that had 3 question marks behind it, correct?
Yes.
Did you text Karen about coming over to 34 Fairview?
No.
So at 12:20 a.m., after you left the waterfall and made your way over to 34 Fairview, you were more interested in getting John to come to 34 Fairview than you were to getting Karen to come to 34 Fairview.
No, that's not how I would describe that.
But you didn't text Karen, correct?
No, I didn't.
But you did text John.
Yes.
Chris is telling Higgins, calm the fuck down.
You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit.
I want you guys to keep watching. So here's the other footage, right? Now take a look. Keep watching. Now watch this. He puts his hand on his head. He's starting to break up.
Yeah,
right here, James. He's starting to lose it. He's starting to lose it. Look at him. He says something right here.
Says
right as he
under
turns
his
around.
Yeah.
He turns. Now I want you to take a look.
Chris is listening to him. Look at Chris's face.
Okay.
He's dead in.
I want everybody to look at the woman, Karina, with the jacket in the far right corner, right behind the old man. Okay, she's got the fur on her jacket. Right in front of her is Karen Reed. So Karina's right there, the one with the fur jacket. Right in back of her is John O'Keefe
and Jen McCabe.
And Jen McCabe. But I want you to keep an eye on Karina with the fur jacket. Right behind her, you can't see because, like I said, Karen Reed is shielding herself from this mess. Okay, this might be factual. It's an opinion. We can't hear no voices, but it could be factual based on movement. Now watch this. He snaps, and look, she turns right around. He's yelling. Now look at his voice, yelling. She's turning around. She's looking at him. Everybody's looking at him. Take a look around. Take a look at that picture. Everybody's looking at him. Now Karen Reed's looking at him too, but you can't see Karen Reed looking because she's behind Karina. But everybody's looking at
Karina must be looking too because but Karina has nothing to do with this. So she's like, what the hell is going on?
Karina is looking. You don't see her looking?
She's looking I'm saying she's looking, but she don't know about the Albert.
She don't know what's going on. Now watch this. Watch. Keep looking. Come on. Right? Now John. Now John's looking right at him. Now look who's all funny when this is happening.
Yep.
Jen's like John. Look at her movements. Look at Jen. Look at her.
John,
she's
all
God. Antsy. She's staring right over at him. She turns around and she goes over to him. Now look at Higgins staring directly at John O'Keefe. He's putting his wallet back in his pocket, right? And he's staring directly at each other. They're eye to eye right now, staring at each other. Right? Now look at this. He said, come on, you going? Come on, let's go. Now look at this. Heel toe. Heel toe. Heel toe. Right? Now, I want to show you when he's leaving. Now, 10 minutes later at 12:10, he's leaving. At this point, he's pissed off. He knows what's going on. He knows dudes try to punk him. He knows that Chris Albert is right in front of John O'Keefe in this picture. I mean, in this video. And he's sitting there trying to tell John, try to say something to John.
Yeah.
He's sitting in between the high tops, I would assume, just in case the pitbulls come running back inside, right? So he's sitting in between. He tries to talk to John, but look at John. John pays him no mind. He's just looking right past him.
Not even looking. Yeah, not even looking in his
Watch
direction.
This. So he's looking down at his phone, right, Chris? And look, he tries to say something to John right here. Look, he turns around. He puts his hands up right here. And he says, yo. He says, I don't know what the hell they were doing. I don't know why they're acting like that. John's not even looking at him, right? John just looks down at his beer. Look at the way he takes that sip. He takes that sip like this.
Yeah.
Like, shut up, motherfucker. I don't want nothing to say to you. Shut up. He's doing this. Shut the fuck up before I bust you.
This fucking dude is about to get this shit. I know what he's doing. Yep.
Now look at the way he looks at him.
It's so sad, man.
Now he walks away, right? Chris walks away. Look at the way he looks. He looks to the left to see where Chris goes, and he looks to the right to see where Matt goes.
Matty M on the back.
Look. He's looking at Matt on my right, and then on his left, he looks over and see where Chris goes.
I'm out of there.
Right when he sees Chris leave, he's like, I'm leaving. And he leaves. Now look, he puts his hand up again. Look, I don't know what he was saying. He gives him a funny look. He puts his hand, look, he looks right over at him right there. Watch this. Look at the little looky look on the side eye. He's looking at him like this, making sure he's leaving, making sure he ain't pulling nothing. Where's he going? He looks at Matty M. I'm out of here.
You gotta remember, he's a 17-year vet. He eyed that whole
That is
shit.
popular with boxers. It's called the heel toe. Heel toes not only look cool, but they are great for improving footwork and coordination.
Heel toe.
Heel
look
toe.
at this. Look at this. Look at this guy's head. Look at this.
Look at these guys,
I did.
man.
And that had 3 question marks behind it.
No, that's not how I would describe that.
But you didn't text Karen, correct?
No, I didn't.
But you did text John.
Yes.
Look at him. Come on. You coming?
Someone said,
coming? Let's go.
You're so full of shit.
Now watch this. They're at the bar. They're talking. Watch when he loses control when he's touching his head. He's starting to lose control. He's like, oh my God, man. I'm gonna kill this dude.
Man, what am I gonna do?
Watch. And then he says something and everybody turns around and looks. Oh, I lost it. I'm sorry. You ready?
Why go to the party then?
Look at this. Look at this. Everybody turn around right there. And look, now watch. It's up close to Higgins. Watch, he starts talking.
He's looking around. Look, he's going around.
Did you see what he said? You seen his voice move, right?
His
mouth move, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You seen. What did he say? He's looking right at, and look who's looking right at him.
Chris
John's
Albert.
looking right at him.
And John, but look, he's trying to look around them. And Chris Albert.
Look,
man.
Watch. He loses control right here. Are you coming or what?
Yeah, you saw that? He was like, what'd you say?
Come on, let's go.
He did say, what'd you say? It looked
Now
like.
look. Now at that time, the only Jen McCabe is not even in the frame. So he's not talking to Jen McCabe. He's looking right at John.
John's not even fazed by him.
Now look at Jen McCabe, the way she's acting.
She looks like she's cleaning the fucking tables.
No, she's looking right at the crew that's talking. She knows what's going on. Look at the way she's acting. Because John's getting his drink. She's stressed out because she knows it's about to be on. Look at her.
Yeah. She's all geeked out.
Look at her. Look at her. Look at her
Oh,
stressed
wow.
out. Look at her.
Stressed out to the max.
Stressed. Now look, bam. Eye to eye, right there. He turns around, puts his wallet in his back pocket. Like, what? What are you saying, buddy? What?
Yeah.
What? What are you saying, man? I can't hear you, buddy. You talking to me? You talking to me, tough guy?
R.I.P. John O'Keefe.
R.I.P. John O'Keefe. R.I.P. John O'Keefe.
JFK, hey, you have no point there, Jeff Williams said. Jeff, you just want to talk about the GPS, but you don't want to talk about this.
Yeah, look at the heel toe. Look at the heel toe. Now look at this. When he's leaving, he don't want nothing to do with Chris A. He didn't hug Chris A goodbye. He didn't walk out with Chris A. Why not? Why didn't he say anything to Chris A? Why didn't he go back up to him? Why didn't he lean
knew
into
Chris
him
A
like
was
this?
Yep.
He knew he was over there.
What
Yeah,
the
and look,
fuck
he doesn't say nothing. He knows Chris A's only standing at that high top just in case they come running back in, or he's trying to cop a plea with John. Like, I didn't know, bro.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on.
I didn't know, man.
Why is he acting like that, John? What the fuck's going on, man?
I was just making pizza, man, and I
I was just about to, yeah.
You know, I mean, my girl had to drop off the clothes. I wasn't even trying to come out, bro.
I know. I just got this Columbia jacket. You like it?
Yeah. Look, here we go. Look, he won't even look at him. He won't even look at Chris A. Now, Chris A is looking at his phone, right?
Look at Matty on that. You see Matty him just throw his hand up?
Now, look at this. He's saying, look at Chris A. He got his hands like this, man. I don't even know what happened. John's looking directly past him. He ain't even saying a word to him. Look, and then he does this. Look at the way he drinks his drink. He's got his head down and he drinks it like this. And he looks this way and he looks that way. And that, when you're drinking your drink like this,
Jeff. Sorry, Jeff.
What are you saying sorry for?
Because he said I read it wrong. He said you had a good point. I thought he said you have no point.
Look.
Yep.
Look at the way he's drinking now. He's looking.
You don't want nothing to do with this, dude.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at the way he drinks it.
Hat down.
He looks.
Brim.
Look. He looks right down. Look. He looks this way.
His eyes.
He looks that way. He looks that way. He looks this way. Looks this way. He looks that way. I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
See you later. And
yes.
maybe
You didn't say goodbye.
I mean, it doesn't get no better. It doesn't get.
Drink?
I'll have a rum and coke now after that.
I'm gonna have a Henny and Coke.
All right, get me the same. Fuck it. It's one of those nights. I might have to throw this glass. That's crazy. I mean,
Under
they're
20 of
clearly,
date, it looks like Higgy makes a gun gesture with his hand and pulls fake trigger in J.O.'s direction.
I mean,
Maybe
they
he
are
did.
all cops.
Maybe
They
he
are.
did.
Yeah, it's possible.
Maybe he did. Maybe he did.
JFK
Maybe he did.
back. I don't know. I'm going to have a shot.
So the point is this. This is all going on in the bar. Karen doesn't see none of this. Karen doesn't witness none of it. She just totally thinks none of this is going on. Jen McCabe now walked outside with Karen. They all walked out. Keep in mind, before John walked out, 3 people walked out in front of her. And it was Karina. Before John left, 3 people left before him.
Brian and
No. Karina, Jen McCabe, and Karen all walked out. All right? So which means is Jen McCabe had to be saying something to Karen. And she did, right? She said, come with me. I got a surprise for you. What else was she saying? We don't know. Oh, them boys are crazy. Don't worry about it. They're just boys. Boys are being boys. We don't know what was said. She didn't see none of it. So on that ride to 34 Fairview, John talked to Jen McCabe. What was being said there? John got the text, you coming here. After that, John got a text after that. All the rah, 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 rah. John got a text, you coming here.
that's right too. He also, he also got the profile, like Jeff said, and he said he saw a tall, dark man in the house. Now, does Higgins know something we don't? That's what it comes down to.
What?
He said that's
Who does what know? What are you
Higgins,
saying?
like about what we were talking about. Is there
Obviously, Higgins knows. He knows everything, bro. If he's involved in it, I mean, what don't he know?
Yeah.
He doesn't know he was there. I'm saying, of course he does.
Right, but I see a lot of people talking about the GPS. Forget the GPS. The GPS can be wrong sometimes. You ever been in someone's car and they go the wrong way because they say, "Oh, I'm just following the GPS"? I mean, this is proof.
Want to go back to the bar, man, one more time, man?
Ah, man, you don't have to bring me back.
I don't think I said goodbye to anybody.
I know.
You texted John O'Keefe.
He's starting to crack up right here.
You coming here?
I did.
Look at this. What's that? What's that?
You coming
What's
here?
that? What's that?
He's getting manhandled
You
by
coming
Chris
here?
A.
What's this?
I did.
Look at how he gripped
And
his
that had 3
sweatshirt.
question marks behind it, correct?
Yes.
Did you text Karen about coming over to
Come
34
on,
Fairview?
man. Some
No.
So at 12:20 a.m.
And
you
why did
coming
Brian?
here?
And why did Brian A stop? His wife is leaving. You see Brian A. She's in the checkered flannel.
Yeah,
She's
she's
walking
like
out the
used
door.
to shit like this. Look at her.
She's gone. But why does Brian A. stop? Why does he stop? If they're saying nothing, why does he stop? Why does he stop?
He likes this stuff.
I did.
Look at him. He stops.
Yep.
And that
he
had 3
calls him
question
on
marks
too.
behind it, correct?
But look who's watching right there. The old man. That old man's right there the whole time. Right in back of him.
With
The
the
old man that
flannel.
had to walk around. He's right there the whole
Yes.
time.
Did you text Karen about coming over to 34
Wow,
Fairview?
man.
No.
So at 12:20
That
a.m.
guy heard
after
everything.
you left the waterfall and made your way over to 34 Fairview, you were more interested in getting John.
Look at him.
John,
I don't know why he's doing this. Tell him.
Brian, I can't do this shit. I can't take care of this kid. You got to do it. I tried. He won't listen to me. Come on, Brian. You're big bad Brian Albert. You were on Donnie Wahlberg's Boston Finest. You're a celebrity.
Look at everybody looking at him when his hand's up. Look at Karina looking at him. Look at John looking. Look at everybody looking.
It's crazy.
Everybody's looking at him. Come on, you coming? Let's go. Right out here. Let's go, man. Look at Jen, dude. Look
Wow.
at Jen. Look at Jen. Look at her. Oh my God, they're gonna kill him. Oh shit. Oh, they're gonna get you, John. John. R.I.P. John O'Keefe, and I mean that with all due respect.
For real.
But she knew something. Look at the way she was acting. She was up underneath John.
And don't forget, she was there hustling that whole time when they first started.
Well,
arguing.
she kept walking from
Yep.
from the Pipples back to John, walking
Yep.
back and forth. So she knew what was going on. Like I said, it was a big joke, man. It was like, hey, do you know Karen was talking to Higgins behind her back? He called Higgins. Do you know that, she went to his house, and would you believe it? You know what I mean? Tell them to come down here. Let's see what they're talking about. Let's see. You know what I mean? Tell them to come. Let's see how they act when everybody's together. And then, Higgins is probably telling Big Bad Brian A on the way back from New York, I don't feel good about this, man. She kind of played me. She stopped talking to me, and now I kind of like John, and I don't know how to break it to him. And Big Bad Brian A is probably like, well, be a man, dude. Just tell him. And if he wants to shoot the fair one, you're going to have to shoot the fair one. What are you, afraid?
Right. Bring him back to the house, man. That's why everybody's invited. John, you're invited too. Let's go. Come on. You guys can talk back at the house.
Now, what if they're driving a 34 Fairview, Jen's on the phone saying, don't come here or come here. We don't know what she was saying, because when he texted here, it was like when she texted him here, she texted him exclamation point, like, what, you're here? Like, oh man, you came?
Like she was shocked. Like, wow, you really came? Dude, you know what's gonna happen if you're here by yourself? R.I.P. Officer John O'Keefe. They should use this video right here that JFK just broke it down. How do you guys feel about that video? Does that bring any more to the case? Let you see.
There's John.
What we see? That this shit does happen? How small the front yard is.
Yeah, we're going to Brian Albert's house.
Brian Albert.
Yeah, which I had never been to. We get to the house, and there was maybe 1 or 2 cars in the driveway.
1 or 2 cars, James. 1 or 2 cars. Well, was one of them a white Jeep with a plow on it that you went to his house and hung out with him? I mean, come on, Karen. Was it Higgins' truck there? When you seen Higgins' truck, you got upset? Is that what happened? I mean, I just showed you the bar footage. I took you to the bar. Now we're at 34 Fairview. We're here now. This is Karen. Karen's telling us what happened. She didn't see none of that. The girl in the Dateline interview didn't see none of this. None of this happened.
The other car must have been Jen and Maddie on the backup then.
Now, keep in mind, we're talking on the level of a new trial. We're not talking about the past trial. We're talking about the new trial. Can we all agree in the new trial they're going to use all this footage? This is going to be the footage they're going to use to prove a third-party culprit? Can we all agree that's what it's going to be?
I hope so.
So if that's what it's going to be, if she's saying none of this happened.
Dude, the Jeep wasn't there? Okay, maybe it wasn't.
Well, how do you know the Jeep wasn't
there? Did you park the Jeep? All right, but anyway.
They had valet.
They probably did, right? That night they did anyway.
Talk to the people, James, man. Go ahead, man. I've been yapping too much. Go ahead, take over, bro.
Thanks for breaking it down. I knew I was seeing this shit happening, and you proved it tonight. Well, you stick around, prove a little more. Yes, Tammy, yes. Thank God Karen did not go inside that house. Well, maybe if she did, John would still be here. All caps wants to be read. How do these other people know what Jen said and what they're thinking? Oh, man. Disclaimer, we're just saying, this could have, happened if we're going there. I mean, that video right there led up to what, 15 more minutes? And you don't think that something like this could have happened? You just think that she backed up, the GPS is going to prove everything. But could 2 things happen at once? Because why is everybody, Higgins, none of them are folding. None of them.
None of them.
It's gonna get interesting. But This video right here, Hank should definitely use. You know, have to give the copyrights. Hit us with that. John didn't go inside the house either. Okay. Your disclaimer isn't going to prevent you from getting sued.
Oh,
How,
great.
I
how,
sit
how,
down with my
how are we
attorney
going to
and I'm
get
like,
sued?
you know, can we make sure we're welcome here? And he got out of the car.
You see him go in the house?
Yeah, I saw him approach the front door. I see him open the door
Who's
and,
Nick, Amy?
and
Is
put
that
his
the
head
kid?
inside. And I look
That's
down at
not
my
Nick
phone, and
from,
in a matter of seconds, I look up and he's not there. Waited for him to reemerge, which I assumed was going to be in moments, or that he'd yell to me from the front door, "Kay,
It's good. Come on in.
yeah, come on in." Pissed me
Yeah.
off
He pissed you off, huh?
because
me off.
one, I didn't really want to be there.
You didn't want to be there. Why? Why didn't you want to go there though? Why not? Why didn't you want to go? Why not? Why didn't you want to go?
Okay.
Jen McKay was there. Did Karina said she wasn't going?
Yeah.
Why didn't you want to go? Oh, because Higgins was going there. Oh, I get it. I get it. Higgins was going. Is that the reason, Karen? Karen, talk to us. You can talk to us. Listen, if you're gonna sue us, you gotta sue YouTube too.
Right.
Because YouTube is my partner.
It's crazy.
This is all speculation. This is all entertainment. When I put these videos out, it says entertainment. I'm speaking on an angle. This is not reality. Reality is what you want to make it. Reality is what you say. Everybody in the comments know what really happened, right? Everybody knows. If you want to believe what I say, that's cool. If you got your own way of thinking about it, that's cool too. This is just my opinion. I'm not hating on anybody. The facts of this, Jen McCabe, the facts is this. John text Jen McCabe. You want to take him to the police station real quick, James?
Let's go.
Now, John was a police officer, right?
17 years on the force?
17 years, huh? And when he gets a call in the cruiser, they just say the address, right?
Simple.
It kind of goes like this, right? Control to 7.
Go ahead, Control.
Can you go to 34 Fairview for a disturbance call?
Not them assholes again. On my way.
Hold on a minute. Let me call you back. Hey, yeah, did you say 34 Fairview? Why, what's going on at 34 Fairview? What's going on there? What? He said what? What do you mean, Jen? Well, listen, tell him, what do you mean? I need to check my girl. What did he say about my girl?
What?
What did he say? Karen, what did he say? All right, hold on. Stu Higgins is mad at me because of you. He said that you said something about me, that I know what you did, that I know what happened. I know what you did. What did you do? Why is he so mad at me? He's throwing his, like, I got to go there and talk to him. You need to tell me something, Karen. They ain't your fucking friends, John. They're not your fucking friends. Let's not even go over there. Okay, hold on. Let me call her back. What'd he say? Tell him I'm coming over there. I'll be over there. Yeah, tell him to say it to my face. All right, I'll be by. Okay. All right, Jen. I'll be there. Bye. Click. Is that what happened?
It sounds like it.
But that didn't happen, though, right? The bar, we just broke that. And if you're on the replay crew, we love you too.
Replay.
We can sit there and act like the bar. If you're gonna, my point is this: you can't have your cake and eat it too. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Tell them, James. Let's be clear.
You can't say, this one's a liar, but then say this one's telling the truth. They're either a liar or they're telling the truth.
It doesn't mean to hurt any. And don't take it seriously.
Sir, did you
listen? Disclaimer.
Yeah.
Okay? The point is this, okay?
Another point. The disclaimer. Another point. Not all cops like each other just because they're cops are like each other. Saying, go ahead. Well, 17 years, I would think he would know where to go.
Exactly. All he needs is an address. He's going to get there. He doesn't need to talk. It was a total of what? Like 80 seconds. What do you need to talk for 2 minutes for? I don't understand. Like, for what? If you're just going there to hang out, what do we need to talk about?
I mean,
Did we
like
talk enough at the bar? Didn't we? You seen the way
Right.
Jen McKay was acting at
She
the
was
bar?
with him the
You
whole
seen her?
time.
She's like this. She's
Yep.
looking over. She's like, oh man. And because John's at the bar like this. Yeah, can I get a Bud Light, please?
Right.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll close my tab out. Yeah, I'll close it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you saying, Jen? What? 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 He said what? Who? What? What? What is this? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. This fucking guy, right? This clown. Well, hold on. Come on. We're talking about affirmative movements here.
Let's talk about.
We're talking about the movements here. We're talking about what we see, what we know, the way people move.
Heel toes.
You could tell a lot. The heel toe. So with that being said, if they're going to use the third-party culprit in the new trial, the third-party culprit, they're going to use this bar footage. If Karen is saying that it never happened like that, and she never ever once made a claim that it happened like that, and she reported in her statements, because they're going to go back to the original statements. They're going to go back to the original stuff she said. She never once said there was animosity. They were never fighting. There was no beef, because she never mentioned Higgins. She stands on that. The question is, if they drop it to manslaughter, should she get on the stand? Now, here's the swerve. We say it all the time. Is there going to be a swerve that she gets on the stand and she tells the truth? And if she says it the way Hank Brennan can put it into and accept it, if Hank Brennan can accept it, because right now, Hank Brennan is people are saying that he's this evil man and everything, but he's a guy, a truth seeker, right? That's what I know about him. That's what I know for a fact right now about the guy. Usually, keep in mind, he was a defense attorney in Lawrence. A prosecutor in Lawrence District, right, James?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And then he became a defense attorney, right, James?
He absolutely did.
Now, have you ever seen a defense attorney go back to being a prosecutor?
No.
No.
He's going for the next level. He's going for Morrissey's job, maybe.
He's going for Morrissey's job. So maybe if she gets on the stand, they make an agreement for her to get on the stand and fill in all these little pieces. Maybe that's the swerve. That's the way we're looking at it on the JFK channel. There's a swerve. We're trying to figure it out. We don't know what it is. We stand on this. We know Karen knows more. And I think Hank Brennan thinks that too, right, James?
I think so too. I mean, if he didn't, I don't think he would be subpoenaing her dad's
go to the bathroom.
phone, her brother's phone.
2 full minutes, I start calling
You got to
him.
remember, this is Hank Brennan.
I left, and I just called him.
Beetlejuice.
I called him just over 50 times.
50 times?
Yeah.
Dennis.
Keep in mind, she said that she called him in front of the house, right? 2 full minutes. She said she called him in front of the house. The first phone call was at 12:37, James. Where was she at 12:36?
She was already connected to the Wi-Fi at the house, John's house. So,
what does that mean?
She couldn't have been there.
It means that she didn't make the phone call in front of the house?
She couldn't have. So maybe does that mean there was another car that pulled up? Could it have been another SUV that looked like hers? I mean, anyone in the family own one?
No, what I'm saying is I lost you on that.
Okay.
Karen just said right here, James.
Well, you went out and came back too, so
It's all right. It's okay, buddy.
It's all
Waited
good.
for him to reemerge, which I assumed was going to be in moments, or that he'd yell to me from the front door, "Kay,
It's good. Come on in.
yeah, come on in." Pissed me off because 1, I didn't really want to be there. 2, I had to go to the bathroom. Within Dennis probably 2 full minutes, I start calling him.
Within 2 full minutes.
Go ahead, James. It's your floor. I know I'm outside. Things are breaking in and out. Go ahead, man.
No, man. So she said I started calling him for 2 full minutes.
Within 2 minutes she called him.
Yeah.
But she didn't get to 30. But the first phone call was at 12:37.
Right. So why is she saying that? Karen, you gotta just say something, man. You gotta say something.
Karen, man, we got something for you tonight, baby.
Oh,
we don't hold no punches for Karen either. Karen.
You're so full of shit.
Karen. What?
You're so full of shit.
Karen. How could you?
You're so full of shit.
We're not giving no passes. We're not giving no passes. That doesn't mean that she killed John O'Keefe, but that just means, what is she saying? Where does it make sense?
It's getting real theatrical in there.
We want to know the truth, man.
Yeah, we're truth seekers. When, you know, like we said in the beginning when we first started, you can go back to the first live. We started this all about justice for John O'Keefe, and that's all we talked about. Did we think there's a lot of fuckery going on? That's why you got your fuckery donuts. What kind of donuts do you like? Speaking of donuts, when you're in there, pick yourself up a sweatshirt, pick yourself up a mug, and subscribe. JFK Show Off, James Jackson. We're working too. Let's do it.
Ryan Nagel pulled up while she was there and confirmed she was alone in the car waiting. Yeah.
Yeah.
We know that. She was alone in the car waiting.
That's right, Jeff.
And that was at 12, and that was at 12:27.
Right.
That was at 12:27. He left.
So 12:20.
So let's just say he left, right, at 12:30 or something like that. I mean, the times are real smushed in here, man. You know, we don't know what happened. We're just saying what possibly could have happened. Could it have happened before that? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. 12:27, 12:32, 12:37. I don't know how and when. I could have hit his knee, clipped this. Point is, what was said in the car? What was said in the car? What type? I said this from the beginning. The very first time you guys ever laid eyes on JFK or the Young Jerks, I said from the beginning, what type of time was John O'Keefe?
Keep on.
When he got out the car.
Right. Because everybody thinks about Karen, but it's really, how did John feel about this situation? How did John feel about if this was let out, which we all think it was, talked about, how did he take it? What type of time was he on? Was he ready to go in there and fight? He showed up.
BLT, man, I appreciate you, man. This was an Oscar-worthy performance. Thank you, JFK. But YouTube takes a cut, so I sent you both Cashapp too. Keep the content coming. My man, I'm going to drink to that.
Hell yeah. Where's my water at?
I'm going to drink to that. Thank you, BLT.
BLT.
I'm just trying to understand, like, if that didn't happen, right, and I'm reading that wrong, I'm reading it wrong. It is what it is. I'll be the first one to say I'm reading it wrong.
Right.
But I'm just trying to understand, am I reading it wrong at this point? I don't know. And if that is the case, and they're going to use that on the second trial, hey, everybody, look at this bar scene. Look what happened. And then they're going to turn around and Hank Brennan's going to go, yeah, but ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Karen Reed never said there was a fight. She said she dropped them off and everything was good. Now, all of a sudden, they're saying it was a fight. There was no fight. If there was a fight, wouldn't Karen say anything? She didn't say anything. And he motioned to get that Dateline tape. He's going to motion to get that. He's going to motion to try to get these tapes, right? And they have a right to say, no, we own them. We don't have to give them to you. But if one of them says, all right, we're going to agree and give it to you, and they can actually use one of them
sound bites.
It's ugly. So my point is,
looking good.
Before that even happens, before we even get to a second trial, can we all agree that we want Karen to come out, talk to JFK? Karen, how about this? I'm gonna give it to my man James. If you could tell Karen to come on our show and tell her truth, what would you tell her, James? Talk to him. Talk to Karen.
Karen.
Oh, Karen.
Karen.
Please.
Karen, please, just come on. No, but seriously, I would say something definitely happened.
Between the hours of 1:45 a.m. and 6:30
something was definitely said, you know. It was already had been brought up that earlier that day.
Called Brian Higgins.
And to say that there was nothing going on? Nothing?
Karen.
I mean, man.
We're here for you, Karen.
We love you,
Come on
Karen.
the JFK show and tell the truth. Speak your truth. We don't want to see you go away, Karen.
Never.
We love you. We love you, Karen.
We love you.
But Karen, you got to understand that Hank Brennan ain't playing around. Tell me, Karen, why are you? I don't want to think
No.
No, Karen.
Karen.
Tell me, Karen. Karen, listen. Me and James, we come from Massachusetts, and we understand how corrupt the system is. We understand that they're playing you. We really do. But come on our show and save your soul. Speak to us. Don't speak to them other guys. Speak to us, because we understand. And with that being said, it's getting kind of crazy. Yes!
Willie, pack it up. Boys, wish you peace, health, happiness. Karen, come out and talk with the boys. It's all love. Pay it forward. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Appreciate that. How you doing, Sandy? I hope everything's going good with the cancer.
Yes.
Nothing but prayers to you. I actually just got this thing froze off my eye, pre-cancerous. I had to go to the dermatologist today. I had this thing on my face. It wouldn't go away, and they had to freeze it. That's why I got this crazy mark on my face. So once again, cancer creeping around. The sun, no joke. And yeah, hopefully this goes away in the next 2-3 weeks. If not, they're gonna have to biopsy it. And you know, it just things just happen, man. You know.
Prayers to JFK, man. He got it in time. He's gonna be all right. But let's put some prayers up in the chat for him.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, absolutely.
Yeah, man.
These type of things happen every day. You know, you take it for granted. You think that, you know, the sun is a beautiful thing, and fuck around and get something on your face and it doesn't go away. And they say, oh, by the way, P.S. could be cancer. Yikes.
Yep.
Yikes. You know, appreciate that, everybody. I'm feeling great, man. It's not nothing. It's just a little skin thing, man. They got to freeze it off and let it fall off. And
Still something that you got extra
it's something.
stress, you know, you don't need to have it, especially when you bend down that road, you know, so it gets, you know, you got other people that care about you, so
Yeah,
thank
absolutely.
you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff. My man Jeff. And that. Well, with that being said, we're an hour and 17 minutes in, and you know, we said what we had to say. I hope you enjoyed the show so far. We want to hear your thoughts, man. Call in.
Call us in. What's his name had a lot to say. Willie Wonka, I forget something. Willie, call in.
What's he saying?
I have to go back. I told him pack it up. Maybe he left, unless he's still in here.
We love you too, RC Daily.
Yes, RC.
A lot of people in here tonight. 344 people on the check-in. Go over to James Jackson. If 50 of you guys tonight go over to James Jackson, 50 people watching at James Jackson, and he'll throw it up in the chat. You guys go over there. If 50 of you guys go over there, it will take James right over to 500. James is trying to get over 500. He's trying to do the content and get the subscribers at the same time. He's pushing and he's pulling.
Oh yeah.
Help him out. Help him out.
Gonna start hitting the streets.
Yeah, you know.
Getting some content, doing some other things. But yeah, that my I just put it in the chat. Pat, please, what'd you say?
I don't know. Still scary. Yeah, it is scary. It definitely is.
I would call, but I don't know the number. The number's up, Billy Jones.
It's you know, sometimes it takes a little bit people to start calling in, but they'll call in. I'm sure. And there we go. We got the first. See who it is. Got a 508, James.
Oh yeah. What's that, Framingham?
Who we talking with? You're live with JFK. I appreciate that. Appreciate. All right. Cool.
Can't. Yeah, you can't hear him.
It's Lisa.
Okay, Lisa. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, we can
Can you
hear
hear
you.
me?
We can hear you now. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, but I just want to make sure you know that you're going to be okay because, as you know, it's important to always take good care of yourself. But sometimes things just happen.
Right. Indeed. I appreciate that,
So I
Lisa.
just want to make sure you know that everybody out here loves you and loves you dearly.
I appreciate that. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
You're very welcome. And I think you should start telling us more about yourself on these shows.
Oh man, I could. That might get too crazy.
And then we can have James bring up, you're so full of.
Oh yeah. Okay. Nice. I would love it. I would love it. You know, we got to call each other out. We're just having fun up here. You know, we try to have fun,
Yeah.
but we try to be serious at the same time. You know.
Yes, I know. We're just having fun, and we're just going to pray that you're going to be okay, and we're going to pray that Officer O'Keefe gets justice as soon as Karen gets justice, and everybody's got lawyers that are absolutely amazing, so everyone's going to be okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I appreciate the phone call, Lisa.
All right, take care. So we're down here in Southwest Florida. Where are you?
Me, I'm in Atlanta right now.
But don't you live in my hometown
I'm
in
from
Massachusetts?
Boston. Yeah. But I'm out here hanging out for a little bit. I'm out here.
Okay, well, be safe.
Absolutely.
All right, you be safe too, James. I hope you're feeling better.
Thank you, Lisa. I'm safe. I'm feeling better. One day at a time,
I
right?
don't think he can hear me, can he?
Yeah, he'll say you can hear him when you hang up. He'll say something to you.
Okay.
All right.
Take care.
All right. Thanks so much.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Lisa.
Billy Jones.
No, Denise.
You're live with JFK and James.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Who's this?
I just want to state my beliefs on the whole thing. My thing is, John O'Keefe went in that house.
Where you calling from? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from New York. I'm calling from the west coast of New York.
Yeah, he called before, I think.
What's the west coast of New York?
Right outside Buffalo.
Oh, okay. So you up there. All right, brother. Talk to him.
So, my whole thing is, I've been paying attention to this case since it all came out, and I believe John O'Keefe went in the house too. I believe Karen Reed is innocent. What happened? I believe John O'Keefe went in the house. The dog was downstairs with Colin Albert.
Yeah.
This is what I believe. This is my beliefs. I believe that John got in an argument with Higgins upstairs. They went downstairs to talk about it. When they went downstairs, they started fighting. Colin's the one that hit him with the barbell.
Okay.
That's what I believe. That's where a mark came on the back of his head. They
But
drug him in that back room.
That's what Steve Scanlon said, right?
Huh?
That's what Steve Scanlon said, right? The dude who blew the whistle. You know who he is, right?
I don't know. I'm just stating what I think. I seen the video on Microdots where they showed that he was left in the back room down in the basement.
Yeah, but you know how that was even brought up, right? How that theory even happened. It was a guy named Steve Scanlon. And he said that the day that she got arrested for this, or the day she was being arraigned, I think, he stepped up.
They had the basement redone.
No, the guy Steve Scanlon used to work with Brian Albert, and he said that he knew some things, and he called up Yannetti, and he's the one that made this theory up. So this theory came from a dude. I wouldn't say a rat, but a guy who,
He wanted the truth to come out.
Well, yeah, he said he knew what happened allegedly, and then he backtracked. He said he didn't want nothing to do with it. It's on Dateline. His name's Steve Scanlon, but that's what happened. That's where the story came from.
Yeah, no, that's my beliefs too. I believe it was Colin Albert that hit him with the barbell, though. I don't believe it was Brian Albert or Brian Higgins that hit him with the barbell. I think that was Colin Albert. I don't think Colin left the house yet. I think he was downstairs waiting for his ride.
Yeah, very possible. I mean, you're absolutely right. You know, but the question is,
If you think about it,
let me ask you this: Do you think that on the way from the waterfall to Fairview, do you think that there was an argument or anything between Karen and John?
Nah, I believe that Karen didn't want to go there because she knew something was going on.
You don't think there was no argument whatsoever?
Nah, I don't think they were arguing about it. I think she was just telling him, you shouldn't go there and discuss this with them right now. We're all drunk. You know, I don't think it was an argument. I think she was trying to talk him out of it. But, you know, yeah, John O'Keefe wasn't a little man. He was, what, 6'2", 220?
And he's a cop.
And he's a cop. I'm going to tell you this. I was an amateur boxer growing up. I'm only 5'10". I'm only 5'10". I was 240 in my prime.
Nice.
I'm 45 now.
45.
But in my prime, I was 240. I don't take that as young. When I was 25, I was a lot stronger than I am now.
That's all right, buddy. We all was, bro. How old you think we are? We're old guys.
I still could knock most people out that are 6'2".
Oh, you got a killer on the phone.
You're part of the not fucking around crew, huh?
Nah, I don't fuck around.
Nice.
So anyway,
hey,
you're saying that he was a big guy and that he was ready to get down?
He handled his own, but that's why Brian Albert went downstairs with Higgins, because he thought if it got out of control, he would be able to control John O'Keefe.
True.
But he didn't know Colin was still downstairs. So what happened was they went downstairs. Higgins and O'Keefe got into it. And when Brian tried to break it up, the dog attacked him. And that's when Colin hit him with that barbell. The thing is, why'd they sell the house? They owned the house for 50 years. I know if my family owned a house for 50 years and I bought it and my family was living in it, I'm not going to turn around and 4 months after I replaced the basement once, I'm not going to do it again.
Well, let me say this
and
to
then
you.
Sell a house months later.
Let me say this to you. If we're going into the new trial, right? I play all these videos and I talk about the ride to Fairview Road because to me, knowing how the trial, the summation was, Alan Jackson's summation, his summation was, hey, P.S. jury, look at the video at 11:58. He thought that the jury could go back and look at the video in the state of Massachusetts, which they can't. There's no playback. It'd have to be in notes. And he brought up that video that I've been playing. But every live I play it. Because to me, nothing else really matters. Me personally, tail lights being planted, how long to die in the cold, all that shit to me is
the tail light was definitely planted.
But what I'm saying is all that stuff, of course it was, but all that stuff to me doesn't prove a fight.
It is.
It doesn't prove a fight. To me, it don't prove a fight. What proves
the medical examiner proves the fight, and that's
okay,
why.
Well, the medical examiner too. But follow me on this, my man. What I'm saying is, based on the summation that Alan Jackson said at the end of all this, he said, "Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you remember, he said go back and watch that video at 11:58. The jury in Massachusetts can't replay." So my point is, knowing that he said that. In this new trial, if there is a new trial, if there is one, he's going to go back and they're going to run with this third-party culprit. But Hank Brennan, he's going to say, Karen said there was no fight. She never mentioned it. And he's saying the same thing you're saying. And that goes against the third-party culprit. So my thing is, maybe Karen in 2024 needs to get on one of these platforms, preferably JFK, and say, this is what happened.
I disagree with that. I think she should go with Alden.
Who?
Turtle Boy.
Yeah, well, that will help. I mean, she could go on any platform. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not.
I only say Turtle Boy because Turtle Boy is the one that brought this all to light.
Yeah, he brought it to light, but
no disrespect to you. No disrespect to you. I obviously watch your channel.
No, that's fine. We don't disrespect anybody. But the point is, Turtle Boy. If anybody knows there was a fight, though. If anybody knows there was a fight from Fairview Road, between them there was an argument. Keep in mind.
The thing I understand, Higgins admitted that he's seen a tall man enter the house.
Yeah, he did, but he weaseled his way out of that one though too.
Yeah, man. You understand?
Tried to make it seem like it was Colin Albert, but Colin Albert.
He said it was Nagel. He said someone came in the house, and he said it was the friends of the sister. If you go back and watch the testimony, it's funny that you say that, my man, because I had a video queued up. I had a video that I was making today with that exact thing, what we're talking about, but I didn't have time to cut it up and chop it up. But I will next live. But yeah, man, there's just a lot of shit. And if anybody knows if there was a fight or an argument, like you said, Turtle Boy, it would be him. There was 189 phone calls between the both of them. And I'm pretty sure if there's any truth to what I'm saying, she might have said, yeah, you know, we was in the car and we argued a little bit. But Turtle Boy, he's not saying anything either. And I don't think it's his place to say anything, obviously, but
It's not his business.
it's not his
business.
but it's not his business. But my point is, do we think in 2024, but before this
I
trial,
think he needs to change his operative to, instead of free Karen Reed and strictly free Karen Reed, he needs to have it free Karen Reed and justice for John O'Keefe.
yeah, I mean, this is what this is all about.
Now they're trying to flip the script on him and make it seem like, you know, he don't want justice for John, but really that's what he wants. That's all he wants. He wants
What do
John
you
to
feel
get
about
justice.
Turtle Boy calling his mother the C word? What do you feel about that?
The what?
The C word. See you next Tuesday. He called his mother the C word, John O'Keefe. You think there's any coming back from that?
Oh yeah, she is. She is.
She is?
I mean,
Wow, bro.
there's no doubt about
son.
it. How could
on,
listen,
man.
with all the
Come
evidence,
on,
how could she
dog.
even think that Karen Reed is guilty of that?
Oh, who cares what she thinks, man?
How can John O'Keefe's mother even
But
believe
you
that
think,
Karen
wait,
Reed
wait,
is
wait,
guilty?
let's be clear.
Yo,
you
man.
think that's John O'Keefe's mother is
wild.
see you next Tuesday?
Yeah.
All right.
Other words, she wants.
All right.
All right.
See you next Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll see you next Tuesday when we're
We'll see you
live.
next. Hey, Paul, we don't let that fly over here. We're not
Nah.
saying see you next Tuesdays and all that shit. That shit's for the boys. We're men
Nah, we
over
don't
here.
do that, man.
You know what I mean,
don't
we
do
have
that.
fun over here and we do all that, but we're not calling anybody mother to see you next Tuesday and try to stand on it or even try to
What's up, everybody?
explain it.
Crazy.
Talk to him, James. James, come on, take the mic. Here.
See you next Tuesday. That's crazy. He's standing on it too.
Debbie.
I mean,
to accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
We didn't put words in your mouth, bro. You said it.
live with JFK.
You said it,
JFK, how are you?
James Jackson is in the house. Who we talking with?
Hi, James.
Yeah. Who we talking with?
This is Debbie. It's Debbie.
Debbie, let me ask you a question. Is Karen, since we're on this subject, the door's open, you know what I'm saying? As Canoni would say, is it okay to call John O'Keefe's mother and see you next Tuesday? Mrs. O'Keefe?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
I don't agree with that. And I follow TB, and he did great on this story. But some stuff, too, I don't agree with. But, yeah, that was a harsh call. I was calling, though, because I am picking up what you're putting down about that video. And I have to say, like I've seen the video over and over again, I never noticed Chris grab Brian Higgins like that.
Oh, man.
And I'm from Massachusetts. I'm from the Worcester area. I know exactly what you're saying. You are watching. You are seeing this. Higgins looking at John. John looking at Higgins. Like, it was going down. It was going down. Like, there was going to be a fight. And John knew, but I never noticed that with Chris grabbing Higgins. Like, what? Cut the shit. You know what I mean? And then Jen in her little whatever, but
well, shout out.
Good job. Good job.
Shout out Microdots for making it very clear so you guys could see the clarity of it. I've been playing it before Microdots, obviously. I actually got that. Excuse me, I'm out here in the South. Everything's trucks. But
no worries.
Yeah, I actually got that footy. I think I got it from Kangaroo. When I first initially got that footage, I got it from Kangaroo, I think Insider or something like that, a Kangaroo Crime or something like that.
Oh, the Aussie Insider.
I don't think it was Aussie. I don't think it said Aussie. It was Kangaroo, maybe. I forget who I first initially got that from. When I first went over the heel toe and all that, I found that footage. And when I seen the heel toe and the arm, I knew right then and there, you know, I broke it down the way I seen it and it got some traction. Yep. And now Microdots remastered it and made it more clear. Yep. And I just added both clips together to show you, you know, the grainy footage mixed in with the new footage. And show you John O'Keefe's expression. And my point
And
is it me or did that happen?
no, it happened. And again, I'm from the Worcester area. We've all seen that stuff go down in a bar. Someone going over to someone saying, cut the shit. And you even see, like John, just like you said, I never noticed him putting the drink up to his mouth like that and looking and looking. We're from this area. We know. We're from this area. We know it's going down.
That drink,
so
that drink looking down like that, that's that. It's about to go down shit.
It's about to go down. Exactly. I'm picking up what you're putting down. You did an awesome job, and you boys are doing great.
I appreciate your time, okay?
All righty.
All right.
Peace.
Love is love. Love.
Love is love. Peace.
Peace. So we're getting some slack in the chat.
Yeah, huh? So Jay.
People, so go ahead. You talk to the people. JFK, seriously, you asked the question, accept the answer. First off the bat, he opened up the door to Turtle Boy. He opened it up. He said Turtle Boy should interview Karen Reed in 2024 and maybe fill in any blanks. And my question was, is there any coming back from calling the mother
Mrs. O'Keefe?
Like I don't, you know what I mean? And then it was opened, and he answered. He said it was okay. Now I gotta let him go after that. It's no disrespect. I gotta let the phone call go. I'm not giving him any more of the floor. He needs to go in the mirror and look at that. Me personally, as a man, why even call a woman a B word? Why even call a woman out their name? I'm a grown man now. When I was young, I would do some shit like that. You know what I mean? Maybe I would have.
Thank you.
But I'm an older gentleman now. I ain't trying to do all that. And I got young kids, and we need to break these generational curses of just yapping. What do you think, James? That's my point.
I think that's a great take on that, you know, especially where we have children. And Sheka, now she's saying all he did was agree. That's his response. Numerous people call Bev. Yeah, all right. But that's the whole thing. We're not numerous people. We're just saying us. We're saying us personally. We're not like, I'm not going to go to the courthouse and be like, hey, Mrs. O'Keefe, you don't agree with us? Well, guess what? You're a see you next Tuesday. That's not okay, man. And then and you
keep in mind that she buried her son, man.
Yeah, she's buried.
Listen, at the end of the day, that's just bad karma. Yeah. Like, it's not no knock on TB. You know what I mean? I don't think you should stand on it. Me personally, that's my opinion. I don't think you should stand on it. That's bad karma. That's just bad. That's going to mess with your conscience.
I think he even knows.
He knows it, but he stands on it. And if he turns around and says, nah, you know, whatever, I don't care, whatever, he gotta play to his audience, right? He's getting 5,000 people a night. I totally understand. We only got 400. He got to play to his audience. But hey, your conscience is your karma. Best believe that. You know what I mean?
It's not gonna age well either, James.
Exactly. Thank you. Say it again, James.
It's not gonna age well.
It's not gonna age well. It's not gonna age well. And he's a journalist, right? And he's an award-winning journalist. And I'm not knocking him. He did a lot of he writes. I see the way he writes. He does some great shit. But you don't do that. And the woman lost her son. And she lost her daughter.
And her son-in-law.
And the son-in-law, and the two kids are orphaned, and it doesn't matter what she feels.
She's taking care of children right now. And it's like, you know, that if anyone's going through it, you heard her outburst. She was the only one crying. As soon as the mistrial, she was crying, man.
And like I said, I'm not trying to cause any beef or any smoke with anybody, but that's just my opinion. And I'm not going to sit there and call. I got no beef against Paul. My main thing with Paul O'Keefe is, listen, bro, ask questions.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're here for you. Ask questions.
We're not going to co-sign that shit on here.
Yeah, we're not co-signing that.
Nah.
That's just who we are as people.
Right. Sorry if you disagree with us for being like that, but that's just that's just who we are.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not calling it. I try not to listen. Let me tell you something. One of my boys, right? Probably like a year ago. He tells me he's in a relationship. Right? He says, JFK, I'm in a relationship. I said, oh, yeah? He said, yeah, I love this girl. I said, oh, yeah, you love her? He said, yeah, man, I love her. I said, that's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Probably a couple of days later, we're on the phone. his girl's in the background and says, hey, you know, take the trash out or something. And he was like, yeah, hold on a second, JFK. My bitch wants me to do something. I said, damn, son, you just told me a couple of days ago that you love this girl. You live with her. You love her. And you calling her a bitch? Come on, man. There's so much more to a name. There's so much more to it. Calling your girl the B.I.? That's your girl?
You love her?
Come on, man.
She cooks for you?
Oh, man, she cleans the toilet in that weird area. You know that weird area on the toilet? That's all
you don't
yellow
wanna,
and stained?
that you don't want to touch?
Yeah, she's cleaning it. She got a special rag and some organic shit for that.
Oh, yeah.
But she's a bitch.
Nah, that's not how we roll, man.
Come on, man.
Sorry. No
There's
disclaimer
John.
there. My man was out. R.I.P. Officer
You're getting
John.
this 401, man. I don't know who this 4. Let me see who this is. I don't know who that is, and I'm not answering that.
Why?
On that 4, because I don't know if it's homeboy calling back, because I don't want to hear him talking trash.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because listen, man, it's nothing personal. If you think she's a see you next Tuesday, that's
There's
cool,
nothing-
man.
Yeah, there's nothing else for us to really talk
And you-
about, man.
I mean, obviously, now I got an unknown caller.
God, just take it, Jay. Just take it.
I mean, he's just gonna interrupt everything. I mean, he's gonna blow up my chat.
Yeah. What was it?
Hey, who we talking with? Hey, Teresa. Nice. Nice. Absolutely. We're getting spammed up, but we're all right. Free Karen. So let me ask you this. Is it okay to call Miss O'Keefe? See you next Tuesday? Is that all right? No. Why is that, though, from a woman's point of view?
Can't hear her, Jay.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta do something a second. I'm sorry. Thank you, James.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Jay. Hold on a
Oh, I
second.
love you, James.
Oh, she
by
loves
the
you.
way.
I gotta run that back. Excuse me. Let me run
No,
that.
I love you both.
Hold on.
You free. Go ahead.
Let me run that question back because the chat didn't hear you. Do you think it's okay to call Miss O'Keefe see you next Tuesday?
Absolutely not.
And why is that?
She's a mother.
She's a mother.
She's a mother.
And she buried her son.
Imagine
that.
I buried my brother, my sister, and my mother. I'm from Quincy, by the way.
Yeah, I know you're from Quincy.
Yeah. Born and raised, boo-boo, Wallaston Beach.
Oh, Wallaston Beach. There you go.
Nice.
Quincy Center. You could take the bus over to the Braintree South Shore Plaza. Yeah.
Well, I used to, but I also worked in Faneuil Hall for many years.
Oh, you worked in Fanny?
So I was a big redliner,
Oh,
all the
yeah?
way into Boston.
Did you
to
get
this
off?
day, though, my favorite place is Boston.
Did you get off at Park Street and walk over?
Park Street, huh? That's right. And I walked down Park Street over to Faneuil Hall down the steps.
Of course you did. Did you? Yeah.
Of course I did. And I taught my granddaughter that, too.
Yeah, hell yeah. Park Street, you get on everything right there. Everything's there. The
That's
red
right.
line.
Government Center, too.
Yeah,
I love
Government
to
Center.
take people over to the Science Museum,
Yeah.
And then start with Faneuil Hall and then head over. But anyways, I appreciate you guys so much. This movement is huge.
Yes.
And we got Sandra Birchmore. We got Enrique. God forbid what the fuck happened with that shit. Sorry. I'm 64 years old, by the way, living my best fucking life.
Oh, yes. There we go.
Nice.
That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear.
Yeah.
Oh,
Living my best life.
That's beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing.
I was married to a piece of shit for 35 years.
Well, it happens. It happens to the best of us.
Wow.
Hey, but I love my life now. Travel, I've left the country a few times. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I worked a couple jobs.
anytime.
Hey, you got to come down to Warren. Do you get to Boston often?
Oh yeah, I get to Boston, of course.
Yeah.
He's from here.
Yeah.
Because you're the man. And thank you. Yeah, thank you for everything you're doing. And you're a big advocate for children, which I am too.
Absolutely.
Nice. That's what's up.
Well, when I go down to Warren,
Yeah.
maybe you can throw some steaks on the grill, you know?
There you go.
I'm telling you, I live off Water Street, and there's like 10 restaurants on this street alone.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you.
I would hang out with you guys in a heartbeat. I can't believe I'm on the phone with you.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
It's awesome. Well, listen, we really
All right.
appreciate the call, and call anytime, all right, sweetheart? Thanks for the love and support. And listen,
I love you too.
we're
both.
gonna get down to Rhode Island. Believe that.
Yes.
All right. Ain't got no quit, kids.
All right.
No, that's my uncle.
All right. Good night.
All right. Good night. Awesome phone call. Awesome.
Yo, so I went live off of my YouTube page.
Oh, you're live
just
right
to
now?
just to see if it would work, and it worked. So anybody that's in there, subscribe. That'd be nice.
Happening here.
Trying new things, man.
Trying new things.
I want to come see Boston. Yeah, Boston's great.
Linda.
You're live with JFK and James.
Hi, JFK. Hello, James. Good to see you guys.
Linda.
All right, Linda. Where you calling from, Linda?
I'm calling from Maryland.
Oh, Maryland. Okay, Linda. Nice.
Yes.
What you want to talk about?
I just wanted to, I have a comment about the CUNT.
The see you next Tuesday? What's the comment?
Yes. I didn't like that when I heard, someone use that word, calling someone just because you don't like them or you don't like their beliefs, to call them that word. I don't think it's right, especially a mother. And I am a Karen Reed supporter, and I think the mother is delusional with the truth. If that were me, I would be going right down to Levy's office and talking to him. Like I want to know the facts of what's going on. And but as far as calling her names, it's just not appropriate. I know what it's like to lose someone. I lost my husband a year ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I buried my sister. I buried my mother. Had a stepson. We buried him. So, and it's I mean, not under any circumstances like the trial or anything, but it was illnesses, different things happened.
I'm sorry to hear that, Linda.
Well, thank you.
Listen, let me tell you. Let me say this, right? It's as far as people saying in the chat. I'm reading some in the chat. They're saying that the mother thinks she's guilty. I mean, it would be nice if Karen did like I said, my main thing is I would like to see a video in 2024. I would like to see a video in 2024 addressing everything that went on in the last couple of years after the trial, after everything, and hearing what
I think that's what's going to happen. You know what I think? I think her lawyers are telling her, and rightly so, because anything she says can be used against her in the court, and they could take it out of context, whatever. And so they probably are telling her not to say anything, which is really good advice. But I'm sure when this is over with, she will probably be making the circuit, going around talking about everything where she could talk more freely.
Well, I think that's what we need, right? Because I'm sick of seeing these interviews from 18 months ago, or interviews from February of last year, before the trial, because everything is tight-lipped. Now, so many things happened. I would like to hear her reaction and ask her that question. Hey, Karen, what do you feel about people calling the family names? Like, what's your reaction to the family? Because at the end of the day, Karen, you did stop talking to him. You did say, remember the bad times, and you did leave the way you left. And it is what it is. You had to do what you had to do for whatever reason you seen fit. But
Well,
I mean,
she said the reason that she left is she said the mother was making her feel like they were treating her suspicious, like she was feeling uncomfortable. So I guess she wanted to get out of there, and I tried to put myself in her place. And if I was under those circumstances, if something like that happened, and you can get the vibe what people are
but
feeling around you.
Do you think that she should come out and say people that say bad things about the O'Keefe family who's mourning is bad? You think that she should say something about that, like we're doing right now?
Do I think that she personally should come out and say something?
Yeah. Do you think that would make?
Yeah. I think that would
isn't the plan the plan? I would think would turn the victim's family around. If you turn the victim's family around, now all eyes are on the guilty people. The victim's
I don't
family,
think that the family will ever turn around.
I mean,
They're
hey,
brainwashed.
they're brainwashed because people are saying, "See you next Tuesday."
No, they just from the very beginning. She did it.
Saying, man, there's no love though. You gotta give some love. Someone gotta talk. Like as soon as you mention
but
anybody.
You know what?
But listen,
some
this is what I'm
people
saying.
You can love, but they don't love you back. So you got to, and right now under the circumstances, she has to look out for herself because she's being watched like she's under a microscope. Anything that she says, they can hold against her.
Yeah, but they can't hold against the Dateline and things like that. They have to ask for that footage and get it released. And I'm pretty sure Dateline made a deal before this even happened. Listen, if the courts ask for this, we're not giving it to them. But that doesn't mean that the jurors that they pick in the new trial haven't seen it. So either way.
Well, just like we're looking at it now, exactly. Of course they can get a copy of that of that video.
Well, listen,
the same way that we're watching it.
Well, listen, Linda, I appreciate your phone call. It's always a pleasure, okay? And sorry for your losses.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, man. Linda from Maryland.
Good call, man.
You want to say anything, James?
No, I just think she had a lot of good things to say. She touched on some good stuff. Yeah, but
I agree.
Turtle Boy never said it to her face, someone said. Turtle Boy loves John's dad.
Hello?
We're not saying nothing bad about,
I'm down Marlin Station. This is JFK and James, though.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, this is JFK.
Yeah, ever since I came on your show, dude, I'm wearing the red jacket, dude, with the bucket hat, dude. Everybody's coming over to me down there, dude. They think I'm a fucking superstar, King.
What? Hello? You're down Marlin Station?
Dude, it was terrible, though. She said he walked through the threshold, dude. So why did she think she hit him, dude? I don't understand, dude. The two things happen at the same fucking time, King.
I mean,
that's what and then they beat him up. I don't know, dude. This shit is crazy, dude. It's like you said, dude. I think Hank needs to talk to her, dude. Yeah, make a deal or something, dude.
You're right, man.
I know she didn't do it, but I mean, come on, dude. If they come back with the murder, she's gonna do life in framing him, dude. I'm gonna write her letters, dude. She was solid for me when I was in Concord, dude. Yeah.
So wait a minute. You're saying Karen's your ex-girlfriend?
I don't think she's gonna go to jail, but I'd rather do a 5 to 10 than a 15 of life, dude. You know what I mean?
What?
When I was in Concord, dude, she was a good girl. She used to come up and visit me all the time. You know what I mean, Kat? Yeah, dude, she had a fat ass back then. I'm telling you, dude.
What?
Yeah, Karen knows who I am, dude. Just tell her, dude. Yeah.
Tell her what?
Play her this video, dude. She'll know exactly who I am, dude. Yeah.
So Karen was your ex-girl, man. Answer the question, man.
I told you she was my girlfriend, though, when I was down Dorchester on Fenton Street. She used to come down there, though. She loved the new kids on the block and Monkey Monk, though. Yeah, dude, I was friends with them all, dude. Their brothers, dude, before the Wahlburgers, before they had the fame. The Kid Ace, dude, yeah. Ralphie, dude. Johnny, dude. The one that talks Chinese, dude. The Briz, dude, yeah. Ask around, dude. Dorchester, dude. Are you shitting me, dude?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
sober. So you sober?
The only thing I do is take my Suboxone, dude. You know what I mean, Kat? I don't mess around, dude. I'm trying to become a recovery coach, dude. You know, I'm trying to help people,
Right.
dude. Everybody loves me. I got the white bucket hat and the red jacket, dude. They all know me because of you, JFK.
Yeah.
Yo,
You're
we made him
crazy, man.
We made him
So you're sober
popular.
now. You're doing the right thing. You're sober,
You there?
Dude,
my man.
I ain't fucking around, dude. Yeah, I'm just trying to become a recovering coach, dude. I got about 30 months sober, dude. I took a couple of clonopins just now, dude. I'm a little amped up, dude. But this Dateline shit ain't cutting it for me. Plus this fucking internet, dude. It keeps cutting out, dude. Yeah, dude. Can you tell Karen I love her, dude?
We don't
dude.
talk
I
to
tried
her,
to call the
dude.
kid Clara last night, though. Yeah. He wouldn't let me through, dude. He got a B
He
hat on.
tried
He
to
ain't even
call
from
the
Boston, dude.
Clara.
Who is that dude? Is he a Fed or something, dude? Yeah.
You think the glare is a Fed, bro? The glare is not a Fed.
Yeah, dude, he looks like a Fed. He's wearing a Boston hat, dude. He lives way out there in the South, dude. I don't know, dude.
Oh, my God.
Everybody's looking fucking crazy to me nowadays, dude. Every time I see a fucking truck, dude, I think it's a Fed, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I'm just trying to do the right thing.
I understand. Well, listen, man. Thanks for calling, bro, man. We appreciate it.
You coming at me, dude?
What?
Not everybody's like you, J.F.K. Tell James to take care of the ankle, dude. Everything's gonna be all right, dude. Yeah.
Dude, I'm not coming at you. Thanks for calling, man.
He's
Come on.
calling my ankles
All right, dude.
again.
Thanks for letting me call in, dude. If anybody needs me, I got the red jacket on and the white bucket hat down Malden Station, dude. Yeah.
Okay, man.
Shit.
All right, peace, bro.
Whoever he is, he's funny. Man.
Well, listen, man. If you guys are in the Malden Station in Malden, if you could see this guy, he's got a red jacket, I guess, and a bucket hat. Get a picture of him or talk to him for me. I want to know who this dude is.
But I'm gonna drive down there after and just see if
he said the glare. He thinks the glare is a Fed.
Yeah, what's up with that? He said he's getting fame off us, man. Calling in, people recognizing him.
People
because of the red bucket, the red jacket with the white bucket hat.
Oh man.
Oh,
I hope this ain't this dude again, man.
Oh man, please. Those Obama phones too, they crack in and out. Oh shit.
Hello, you're live with JFK and James. Who we talking with?
You're in Bowden. Who's that? Gigi. Can't hear Jay. Can't hear Jay.
I got you.
You guys have got it right on. I'm not, I love Turtle Boy, how he is forging his way for free speech. I do not agree with him on the see you next Tuesday word. Got that. But I think that you're giving everybody a fair shake here, and I really wanted to commend you guys.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. Where you calling from?
Lake Havasu City, Arizona.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. So what do you feel about Karen? Do you think Karen knew more coming from the waterfall to Fairview?
Okay. Gigi, yes. I know about
Wait, what was the question? Do I think she knew what?
both of them. Hope they're doing well.
Do you think they were you think they were fighting, had any issues from the waterfall to Fairview?
Yes, I really do. I believe that, and that's my opinion. Yep, yes. Because that Karen Reed having some sort of something with Higgins.
Right.
If you go back to their text messages, I mean, they were kind of dancing around, something there, if they hooked up or not. But, I mean, there was something there, definitely.
Well, she went to his house.
Excuse me?
I said she went to his house.
No, that was Albert's house.
No, she went
Not Higgins.
she went to Higgins' house.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
No, you don't put a different voice. Someone call him.
But, I mean, neither here nor there. I think that this is going to be precedent on how you are looked at as, on YouTube, that you're able to have us online and talk about how we feel. This is real news. This isn't fake news.
Appreciate that.
We are the news. This is how we feel.
Yep.
And I don't believe he did it. I believe that there's definitely a cover up, and there can't be this much. I mean,
how many of those officers and people
From
Drea.
they're just gone. I mean, everybody's getting laid off.
To accept, press 1.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. I mean, how many people can be kicked off one police force?
Yeah, you're right. Things are going down.
I don't.
Well,
yeah,
listen,
things are going to go down, and I really do appreciate you guys and what you're doing. And I think go Turtle Boy, not for saying, you know, I think his brain goes a little bit faster than he does, but I think he's got the right idea. He's paving the way for you. For, you know, I love this channel. I just found it. I love it, and thank you.
Yeah, we got nothing against Turtle Boy. We're just saying that type of reaction can, you know, make people hold a certain grudge. That's all we're saying, you know. But hey, we appreciate
And
the phone call.
Yep, that's true. Thank you guys. Bye.
All right, no question. Bye. Great phone call. Hello. 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 Well, we're getting a bunch of phone calls coming in at once. Just keep calling back, and I'm gonna try to get them.
Yeah, you can hear them like overlapping. It's weird.
Yeah, they're smashing each other.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just keep calling. Whoever's calling, try
Keep
again right
trying.
now. Keep trying. Hey, I appreciate that phone call from Arizona.
Yeah.
You know, she says she loves us. We're doing a fabulous job, James.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, and we got Eddie and Joey's mom in here. Yes, Eddie's my
Jedi
buddy.
accounting
Hey,
service.
Joey.
To accept.
Who we talking with?
Hi, this is Bonnie Iverson. How are you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Bonnie?
I'm doing great, man. That guy that was on just a minute ago, was that for real? Was it Turtle Boy trolling or something? That was great. I was laughing so hard I was dying.
Yeah, he's at Malden Station. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Ormond Beach, Florida.
Oh, nice. What do you want to talk about?
Yep. Well, I used to live up in Massachusetts years ago. We moved here in '86. I used to live in Pittsfield, Massachusetts.
Oh, wow.
Western Mass.
Yeah,
and I love your show, and like you bring it such truth, you know?
Nice.
And then the way you describe stuff and let people have like a real opinion, you know, it's amazing. And the minute you said that heel tap thing, it must be an up north thing or something, but I knew exactly what you were talking about.
Nice.
It just like was hit so hard. I was like, oh my God, the whole video, if they would have just watched that, and if you were like, you know, a witness, the case would be somewhat solved.
Yeah, I mean, this is the direction they're gonna go, though. You know what I mean? And that's my whole point. My whole point is the next trial. This is the direction they're gonna go. So, you know, we gotta.
Now,
go ahead.
Go ahead. Did I see right that Beverly Canody, the judge, she ain't going to be part of it if it comes up in January again?
Nah,
Did I read that right online?
Nah, she's assigned to the case. She's
damn.
still
I
on.
thought I read something that said,
yeah,
oh,
she's
man.
not. She lost a position or something like that in the courthouse.
Oh,
but
yeah,
she's-
yeah.
But she's assigned to the case. See, what happens is
Oh, wow.
once a judge is assigned to a case, she's not leaving. So I
Oh,
didn't.
man, I thought that was some green light on that one.
Nah, people jumped the gun on that.
I want to say hey to James as well, because, you know, I want to show my love. And also, Turtle Boy, he must have been off his meds to say that, because down here or even up north, like must be an up north thing, if someone says those words, you're going on the floor. You do not disrespect a person like that. It don't matter. There's no forms of it. One of my friends said the words to me one time. I said, are you out of your mind? And he was a younger person. I said, I will kill you. I will eat your face off and put you on the floor. And he's like, oh, no, there's levels of the word. I said, no, there's no levels of the word. You don't say that. You don't say that.
I think we might have just found the phone caller of the week, James.
I think so.
But I just wanted to take up your time for a minute and tell you how much we love you down here in Florida. And if you ever get to Ormond Beach or Daytona Beach and you guys want to go surfing or something, my husband's a lifeguard down here, and he used to be a surf instructor. We'll take you surfing and fishing, man. Show you what Florida's all about.
Yeah,
Take you gigging and all kinds of stuff.
That's awesome. I appreciate your time, sweetheart.
All right, honey. Thank you. Oh, and I just want to say shout out to the chick Amy. She gave me a free membership, so that's awesome. I got awarded that. That was really cool. So it's a good night.
Yes,
Awesome.
Amy.
All right,
Awesome.
guys. Take care.
Bye-bye. Yeah, Amy like 6'2", blue-eyed boys. That's what she put last time, James. She likes them 6'2", blue-eyed men. Right,
Hey,
Amy?
I think I fit that description.
Yeah.
That's cool.
From
Bob.
You're live with JFK and James Jackson. What's going on? Hello. Wow. This is crazy. We got an unknown. I hope this ain't homeboy.
Stage name's DJ Tricks.
Oh, this ain't this dude. You're live with JFK. Who's this?
This is DJ Tricks, my old stage name from back in the day.
So who is this?
It's Nick Fiorello. Remember me from the other night?
Yeah,
you
what's
guys
up,
are doing
Nick?
a great,
What's up,
doing
Nick?
a great job, doing a great job tonight,
Okay.
and asking all the right questions. And I'm picking up what you're putting down. I think all your followers are too. But I wanted to just mention a little bit about the insanity revolving around actually what happened on that night and how everyone ended up in that house. And it wasn't a party. We know that John put some real heavy stuff out there a couple weeks prior to it. And I think the secret needed to stay the secret, and they lured him over to the house so they could have a talk with him where they were going to either bring him into the secret municipal mafia club, and they were going to give him a little taste of what was going to happen if he didn't.
From Murray Tree. Call from Murray Tree.
Who we talking with? Hello?
Matt from Weymouth. Hello.
Who?
Matt from Weymouth.
What's up, Matt?
How you doing?
We're doing all right.
How you doing?
All right, all right. Yeah, I was calling in because there's a couple things I'd like to say. You know.
Go ahead.
This whole Karen Reed thing. If you listen to Brian Albert's testimony, they got him on the stand and he's being all prim and proper, like, you know, this is kind of an experience that he's not so familiar with, but you know, he's playing the part real good. And they ask him about his relationship with John O'Keefe, and he uses the words, it was very good. But yet, when Jen McCabe came into that room allegedly in the morning to tell them that, you know, there was a dead Boston cop on their front lawn that they knew, he said, "John who?" Like he didn't even know John.
Yeah.
And you know, so he talked out of both sides of his mouth the whole trial. And I mean, he was an expert witness, you know what I mean? He knew exactly what to say, what not to say.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, that's only the tip of the iceberg. But my other big thing is, you know, we saw the video, the inverted video. Now, numerous people, both on the defense and the prosecution, questioned Proctor, questioned Bukaki, questioned, you know, all the fucking idiots that were up there. And they said over and over again, you know, where'd the video come from? Who got the video? Who ordered the video? Who picked up? Like, there was no answer ever even given. And you know, I've been through that system too. Actually, those very same halls. And my situation is, it's kind of wild. You know, it would take me too long. You guys don't have the time, but my, you know, I was sentenced to 2.5 years for vehicular homicide. And my actual attorney became a judge and arraigned Karen Reed. And you know, it's a wild experience. Like, you know, I was guilty. I was responsible. I was made a, you know, bad decision. And there was terrible consequences. But Karen Reed, I can't even imagine being in there in her shoes, feeling that weight, the gravity of what, you know, could be happening to her.
Yeah, man.
And just knowing it was state police, like they're slimier and shittier than anybody, you know what I mean, other than maybe a rape.
It's tough.
You know?
Yeah, you're right, man.
To do that to a human.
I appreciate your phone call, man, and your thoughts, my brother.
All right. Well, listen, hey, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're bringing good attention.
Peace, and love. Thank you. Hello?
Andrea.
You're live with JFK and James.
Oh my God, what is wrong with everyone?
What's wrong with everyone? Who's this, Andrea?
It is.
Where you
How
from,
are ya?
Andrea?
508.
508. What's up? What you want to talk about?
Okay, so I'm still fired up from the other night with the W comment, and now we're dealing
What?
with this.
Say that again?
I can't say the whole word, JFK, work with me.
The W comment, Jay.
Someone made.
Oh, okay. You
towards
fired
me.
up about that. Okay.
Yeah, and now with this comment. So that one hit home because here's the thing with that. I like so was like protective of you with that. I wanted to scream. It's a culture thing. So that one hit home because someone I loved very dearly passed away. And when we were together, I was suburb and he was, James always says the word Framingham area.
Okay.
He went to a Vogue school. His whole world was growing up, hip hop, different cultures. I was suburbia where it was prominently just white.
Right.
And he wasn't trying to be anything,
Nope.
but he had that vibe. That was his music choice. And I constantly got comments. We were younger. Oh, what's he trying to be? And it just really, really hit home with me the other night. It's like you said it best, JFK, when you're like, people need to think about their dialogue.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you can't control your dialogue, how are you going to control your temper? How are you going to manage your kids? How are you going to manage a flat tire?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even control what you say. And like when you say the W word, I don't even like saying it because it's another word for the N word. So it just shows it's racist, no matter how you look at it. Because you're saying I'm a wannabe what? I'm a wannabe what? So if I'm the W word, then that means I want to be the N word. So that means you think black people are that? Like, so it's like it doesn't make sense. There's no way you can justify it. There's no way you can flip it. I don't care if you say when we was younger we said it. It's not a big deal. Don't take it so personal. Nah, you know what your intentions are. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what your intentions are. And so let me ask you this. Speaking of that word, you were talking about the see you next Tuesday. What do you feel about that?
I don't even get. I don't know if it's like a Southern thing that the guys down there. Because I know a few Southern men they're just like, oh my God, like it's all about respect for women. Respect. So I don't know if it's a part of the country thing, but I think as women, we need to think because there's this common thread going now through our culture where women are saying men aren't men anymore. They're not the way they were when our dads were alive and I lost my dad, but when our dads were, Well, we need to think about what role we play in that. Because every time you think it's okay for a man to call another woman that because it's safe, because it's not being directed at you, you're creating an atmosphere now that we all have to live with.
Right.
So we need to have higher standards for others and ourselves. It's not funny I love Turtle Boy. I have to differentiate that with, I have a brother that swears constantly. It doesn't mean I love him any less. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, Andrea, yeah, definitely. Everything you're saying is on point. And especially saying that, at the end of the day, I think that, Hank Brennan is here for the family, for the victim's family. So if the victim's family is being called all these names and all these other things, I think my presence, what I try to do is honestly, if any of the victims' families watching, I try to turn the attention to what really happened. And I think if you're talking out of school and you're saying all these wild things, I don't think that's going to do any good. That's all I'm saying.
No, it's not. But it's funny because it's as much as this is Karen Reed. You and James are amazing at you understand the human condition And I think it speaks to a lot of what you've been through in life.
Right.
And so there's a thread throughout this whole Karen Reed thing, because it's bringing out the best and the worst of the human experience. And it's an important discussion. Like, you know, everyone thinks the world's gone to shit. Well, what's our part in that?
Well, here's the thing, right? See, I beg to differ with people saying the world's gone to that, because let me tell you something. I don't think nothing really changed. If you ask me, you live, you die. That hasn't changed, right? The airplanes in the sky, they don't look too different than what they were in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. Oh, by the way, caskets, they haven't changed either. They're pretty retro, no? You know, respect, right? Trauma. You know, none of that changed, man. You know, everybody wants to make it seem like everything changed because of technology. But guess what? Even technology is almost 20 years old at this point. So that's getting stale.
It's catching up to us too.
Yeah, so nothing really has changed. The only thing that has changed is that people keep using that as a fucking excuse. That hasn't changed. Nothing changed, man. It's the same thing. The NBA is the NBA. You play baseball. There's a World Series. That's it. You know, it's simple shit. You know, if you leave liquor in the refrigerator and you're drinking every night in front of your kids and smoking cigarettes, chances are they're gonna grow up and do the same thing. Nothing really has changed, man. So if you do the right thing, good things happen, right? You stay positive. So the fact that everybody's trying to say, oh, the world this, the world that, war and presidents, not for nothing, President Reagan got shot. There was recessions back in the 80s, man. I remember eating hot dogs every night because there was a recession. We sitting there acting like everything's messed up. Everything's been messed up. And it just is what it is. You know what I mean? So that's my point on that. I don't think that everything, when it comes down to the bone of it, to the meat of it, it's all the same shit.
Agreed. But one thing is people are too desensitized with how they speak. My grandparents didn't run around using the C word.
Yeah, I mean, but people, exactly. Now with that, you're right about that, because it's like there's a lot of things you can do, right? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of ways. You know, people want to call it free speech or whatever, and I'm not saying that that's, you know, you could say whatever you want, and you could do whatever you want. You could be whatever, but like James was saying, it's all about how you want it to age. And it's all about how you want your own karma and your own conscience. I could go out right now. I could jump on this Karen Reed thing and say the most wildest shit. But how 10 years later from now, how's it going to look?
In a year from now, how's it going to look? In a year
from now, I want to be looked at as the guy who was all about the righteousness. I don't want to be looked at as the scumbag. Some people don't mind being the villain, and that's okay. But you might not be the villain in 2 years. You might not want that smoke. So you know what I mean? It's like you got to just pick and choose your battles, man, and understand that, you know, your conscience is your karma. You know what I mean? And if your conscience starts getting the best of you, it's gonna mess with the way things are, man, for yourself, man. With opening doors, how you perceive things. You know, because I had this conversation with my man that just sent $50, boxing sobriety. Brad, go check him out. We have this conversation all the time about karma. And I say, you know what karma is, man? I don't know if I believe in karma anymore, because little babies get cancer. Do they deserve cancer? You know what I'm saying? Like bad things happen to good people all the time. There's people right now driving in a car, they get in an accident and they die. Do they deserve that shit? Was that their karma? Like, so my thing is, karma to me nowadays, how I decipher it, is your conscience. Once your conscience starts barking at you and you start thinking about all the bad things and all the bad decisions you made, and you trying to right them wrongs, and it starts getting in your head, but you continue to be that bad person, you can't figure it out, you don't know what's going on, you got no spirituality, sooner or later you got to get on your knees and you got to repent and you got to say, I'm sorry, and you got to humble yourself. If you can't humble yourself, that shit is going to mess with your mind. And guess what? When you turn 55, you're going to be talking to a coffee cup. You're going to be like, hey, coffee cup, how you doing? Pretty good. Really good. Hey, Mr. Coffee Cup, you're going to be out your mind.
Dementia.
You got to get a hold. You got to protect your mind. You got to protect it.
Protect your growth.
You know what I mean? Protect it.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean, though. Yeah, there's people that really need help out there. But
So you and James are doing amazing by acknowledging that. Like, let's watch how we talk.
Yeah,
So
you
I
have to.
appreciate that.
And I appreciate your time. Thanks for the call.
All right, have a
Appreciate
good
it.
one.
Thank you.
Great phone call. Great phone call.
Great
Yeah,
phone.
James, that was a great phone call.
It's like you said. What was that? That line that you quoted back in the day. I'm no better, but I know better.
Yep.
I'm no better than anyone in this chat, but I know better. You know, you just don't say things like that, especially to a woman who just lost both her children and then one that she's still going to trial for. It's terrible.
Robert.
What's up, Robert?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, man, how you doing? Where you calling from, brother?
I'm calling from Ohio.
Okay, what you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the theories that everybody talks about how John was unalived.
Okay. First off the bat, let me ask you,
I believe.
which side you on? You
Yes,
on
sir.
our side or you on the other side?
Oh, I'm free Karen Reed all the way, brother.
All right, my brother, talk about it. Go ahead.
After watching like all the videos of the case and everything like unfolding in the courtroom, seeing everything that they were talking about, especially with Higgins, and they were always darting the fact that Karen knew that John was in the house, her attorneys know that John was in the house. There's a lot of stuff that people probably haven't did research on yet about Canton PD being investigated for like 10 years now. They've been under investigation for multiple things with the feds, FBI, and all that stuff.
Yep.
What if John, and I want to say what if because nobody really knows, but we know, you know what I mean? It's that feeling you get. What if he knew too much within the company, within the PD, and he was brought to that house, and then that's when they did what they did to him?
That's a lot, not for nothing.
It's a
John, right?
Yes.
John. A lot of people say that, I think it could have a lot to do with a lot, right? I think it was bad timing. They could have had a grudge against him, and whatever Higgins and the Karen thing, that could have been, that could have just been the straw that broke the camel's back, if that's the right thing to say. Like it just all happened, just all combusted at that time, so to speak.
Right.
So it could have been a bunch of things. But my question is, we're going back to trial. We know he was unalived, as you would say, by these people.
Right.
Question is, did the fight start at the bar? And are they gonna go in that direction? Do you see a fight starting at the bar?
Absolutely. I was watching your live earlier when you were showing like the bar scene and everything, and you can tell clearly. Like I used to be a bouncer, and I know when somebody's getting aggressive.
Right.
And Higgins was being aggressive, and who was the other guy that was with him? Chris or
Brian? Chris
the
and
other
Brian.
Yeah, Chris and Brian, both of them.
Okay, you could tell they were trying to calm him down.
Right.
Calm the fuck
Wasn't
down.
working. And Higgins, if you guys noticed during the trial, he hurried up and left to go get an alibi at the police station. He tried to. They tried to keep it out of court that he was even at that house. Did you guys catch that?
Yeah.
During court?
Yeah, they did.
There was stuff that was sealed that Bev had to unseal, and part of it was Higgins because he's obviously an agent.
Yeah.
He's got classified detail and all that stuff. They had to release not only that, but a part of, from what I've read, and I don't go to these stupid conspiracy websites to get any information. I actually do my own research, like really good. They had to unseal those text messages between him and her. On top of that, part of that docket was he was at the house. They had no choice but to let that in.
Yeah. And it's funny because when he said he went to the house inside the trial when he was on the stand, he said I went to go move cars. And he goes, are you sure you went to go move cars? And he goes, yeah, that's what I went to go do. Administrative work. He goes, well, and then he said, that's administrative work. And then he also said, I'm sure it's on film. He said, I'm sure
Yeah.
it's on video. So he, like, back
There
to
you
the
go.
alibi, he knew he was being videotaped, and he knew, hey, look, I moved the cars. Like, why would I?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So he was covering his tracks for sure.
Absolutely.
Yep.
But my man, I appreciate your phone call. Call anytime, brother.
Oh, absolutely. Can I do a shout out
Go
to
ahead.
you guys?
Go ahead, man. Do it.
You guys are awesome. Keep doing what you're doing, because a lot of people are starting to catch on to what you guys are talking about in these lives that you do.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I'm a fan. So
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely. You guys keep it up.
John, that means a lot, man. Thank you, sir.
Good call.
Yep.
Peace. That was awesome.
It's awesome, Jay.
I was calling from the 954 area code to say hello. So hello. And that's
Hello.
Josie Lou with a 1999.
Yes. Call back, Josie Lou. But yeah, back to what that man was just saying. It was John. Yeah, there's a lot of questionable shit by Higgins, you know, destroying the phone, all that. That's what we're trying to get to. Higgins was very short fused. It will come out. He broke the kid's game controller. All right.
Oh yeah. Can we take a what do you call it? A snake bitten break?
Wow.
Let's do it.
Read between the lines. Yeah. Wow. I know you feeling hurt, your mind flipped. That was a moment in time, can't rewind it. I seen your call, can't talk, declined it. Said I was sorry, liquor had me blinded. I know about your issues, you're not feeling well. What you going through, girl, is a living hell. Sometimes I bug out, I just flip and yell. Just come out tonight, we can sip and chill. I know about that night at the Pats game. You was real comfortable, and that's lame. When I bring it up, you act strange. That's okay, I ain't saying no names. Glad you pulled up though, we can take your legs. I told you before, that girl, see, that's my ex. You gotta chill, can't believe what you read in text. It's me and you right now, don't be complex. Now it's fine food, proper pints. Storm coming through after 2 lots of white. We gonna be snowed in, so let's stop the fights. I know you wanna talk, girl, but not tonight. Got a text by C, he at the other spot. He there with his brother in that other cop. JM over there too, she just a soccer mom. Let's head over there, see what they talk about.
I don't know what it is, but I feel like I've been snake bitten. Life keeps going by, please tell me why am I living? Poison in my mind, losing sight now with this blind vision. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I've been snake bitten.
Laying on this grass, I can hear the snakes. Wish you would've told me he was feeling so erased. When he sent you that text, seen the fear in your face. Then he texted me too, then you drove away. Don't chase waterfalls, read between lines. Keep a fair view, protect your mind all times. Call 911, officer down. Don't make a sound, there's an officer in the house. All I can feel is my phone vibrate. Wish you was here, not sitting at my place. Who let the dogs out? Someone close the gate. It's cold where the broken face. Please, Lord, not today. Laying on this grass, I can hear the snakes. Wish you would've told me he was feeling the way. When he sent you that text, seen the fear in your face. Then he texted me too, coming here. Then you drove away.
I don't know what it is, but I feel like I've been snake bitten. Life keeps going by, please tell me why am I living? Poison in my mind, losing sight now with this blind vision. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I've been snake bitten.
R.I.P. Officer John O'Keefe.
R.I.P. Officer John O'Keefe. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I've been snake bitten. This whole case been snake bitten from the jump. Right?
Loving this, JFK. You got skills. Yes. Check him out. Go in, subscribe. Go to his got all of his.
Yeah, you go to my link in my bio, my Spotify, all that's
Yeah.
here. But we were talking about this earlier, right, James? This text message.
Oh yeah.
Michael Proctor.
Remember this text?
Michael Proctor.
Michael Proctor.
Michael Proctor. Michael Proctor.
Oh, okay. So we were talking about
Hold on one second. You're live with JFK and James. Sorry, James. Hello.
Yo, what's going on?
Who's this?
Hello,
Yeah.
Rocco.
What's up, Rocco?
How we doing?
I don't know. How we doing?
You tell me.
Doing all right. I got a question. You guys say that you want the truth, right?
Yeah.
Why are you so dismissive of the other? Why are you so dismissive that maybe Karen didn't do it?
We know Karen didn't do it.
What if she did?
She did do it?
I said, what if?
What if she
Right.
did? I mean, if there's a
Then we
if
want
you can show,
justice.
if you could show me a swerve of all the evidence and show me how she did it without with everything we know, then hey, I'll be all for it. But I don't see it. Why? You know something?
I got a question for you. You think there was video deleted from the library?
Do I think there was video deleted from the library? Driving there or whatever?
Driving home.
Do I think there was video deleted from the? Why would there be video? Do I think that? No, I don't think that.
Who would have done it?
You think the defense lied?
Why they're saying there was video deleted from the library?
No.
You watched the trial?
Yeah, listen, buddy. I watched the trial, man. All right, I've been going all night. I've been at it for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Give me a break, will you, pal?
So you don't know anything about missing. You don't know anything about missing library footage.
The library footage was missing, they're saying, or did they say there was missing footage from the house?
That's not
from
what was
the
said.
ring
Defense
camera.
is saying from the library.
I don't think there was missing footage from the library. Was there?
It was deleted by Proctor. They're saying.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's hear what you got to say. Go ahead. What's your point? Go ahead, man. Go ahead, Rocco. What's your point?
You agree with the defensive theory, right?
You're saying that there was deleted library footage?
I'm not saying. Karen's defense team's saying.
I thought they said there was deleted ring camera footage.
They said that too.
All right, so there was. So am I agreeing with that? So who deleted it though?
Who deleted what?
So you're saying it was never deleted? What are you saying? I don't know what you're saying.
The defense says that library footage was deleted.
Okay.
The problem is the 2 minutes that they claim is deleted is from 12:37 to 12:39. Let me ask you a question. What happened at 12:36?
Hold on a second. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm outside, man. A car just drove by. Hold on. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm interested in what you got to say. Go ahead. Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
So the defense,
Yeah.
they claim that there is library video missing.
Yeah.
Remember the whole disc thing when they handed the guy the disc and the guy said, "Oh, this isn't the same disc."
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
So the defense claims that library video is missing from that disc, right?
Right.
From 12:37 to 12:39
Right.
is the time they say the library footage is missing.
Okay.
How Yannetti in a filing said this is the precise time my client would be driving by the library.
Yeah.
12:37 to 12:39. What's
she
the problem
wasn't.
with that?
Yeah, we know what the problem is. She was already at the house at 12:36.
So why do you think they said that?
I don't know. You tell me, Rocco. I'm here. It's your floor, brother.
So you got a couple options to get back to Meadows, right?
Okay. Do you know? Are you from this area? Do you know your way around
I'm
this
from
area?
Worcester.
Okay, so you're pretty familiar. Go ahead.
Pretty familiar. So if she goes up to Sherman,
Okay. I'm not. Just to let you know,
got
I'm
two.
not. Just to let you know, I'm not familiar. So go ahead and speak your truth.
so if she goes up to Sherman,
Okay.
if she takes the route that passes the library, that means she didn't make a 3-point turn on Cedar Crest to go back towards Cedar Crest. There's
Okay.
only 3 ways she can go back. She didn't pass the temple because the video wasn't there. They claim that she drove past the library because the library camera is motion activated. They took advantage of a motion activated camera that there was no footage between 12:37 and 12:39 to say this is the way Karen drove home. There's no evidence that she went that way.
Okay.
So all these things that you guys say are, oh, it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy.
Hold on.
If you actually look,
Hold on. But here's the thing. Was there a fight at the bar?
was
Do you
there
think
a fight
that was?
at the bar?
Do you
No,
think
did you
that
see
was?
a fight at the bar?
But hold on. Let's be real, Rocco. Was she not talking to Higgins behind John's back?
She was.
So
But you don't have any proof that John knew that?
You got a girl? You got a girl?
I do.
All right. So if your girl was talking to one of your friends behind your back, would you have an issue with him?
How do you know John knew?
What's that? What you say?
How do you know that John knew?
I don't. That's the point. I don't think John knew.
So why don't we stick to the? So why don't we
hold
stick
on,
to the
hold on,
facts
but hold
instead
on.
of
But
coming
it's
up
what
with
Higgins.
stories?
Hold on a second, Rocco. Rocco, I'm open to what you're saying. I'm not one of these sites that are going to call you an idiot, and I'm not going to disrespect
I hear you.
Right? I'm not doing all
I hear
that.
you.
That's fine. So what I'm saying is, can we agree though that Higgins probably felt a certain way because he texted her at 11:32, and then he texted him at 12:20.
I don't
Then he
know that,
texted
and
him
you
at,
don't know that.
yeah, but he texted him at 12:20. You
Let
come
me
in
ask
here.
you this.
Can I
this.
speak? Let me speak. I just let you have the floor. Let me just say this. So at 12:20, he texted you come in here. But at 11:58, he's throwing his arms up saying, come on, come outside. That's what I seen.
We don't know what he's saying.
Okay, but that's what body language, man. If I stick my
Why don't I give you
go ahead,
why don't I give you an alternative?
Go ahead, give me an alternative, bro.
Did Higgins seem like a confident guy in those texts to Karen?
Ah, man, come on. It doesn't matter, man. He's sitting next to Brian A. You got to prove a point. Brian A's a killer.
I'm asking you a question.
Did he seem like he seemed like a dude who was thinking that shit, man, this girl's probably setting me up. That's what he was thinking, like an ATF agent. That's what he was thinking like.
So now Karen and John show up to the bar. Do you think that Higgins was a comfortable enough person to be around John and Karen inside of a house?
But when he was at the bar, John, who's the first person John walked up to?
Gave a big hug.
No,
wait a minute. Who's the first? Hey, Rocco, who's the first person John walked up to?
Higgins, which means John didn't know.
No, which means it's John. But here's the point: John might have had an idea. He might have had an idea that
all these might haves. You guys don't like to stick to the facts.
But here's the thing. Okay, we're sticking to the facts. But the fact's this: if she hold on, I am sticking to the facts. I seen a dude getting aggressive at the bar. I seen a guy do a heel toe.
You think
and
they were? You think they were? That's your opinion.
Oh, that's my opinion. All right, so fine. So why didn't Brian Albert come out the house? And he's a Boston cop.
Because John wasn't there, and Blank was already in his kitchen when he came downstairs.
What do you mean John wasn't there? Didn't she come? Didn't she? What do you mean John wasn't there?
In the morning?
In the morning, why didn't when the cops are all in front of his house?
John was already in an ambulance. John's already in an ambulance on the way to Good Sam.
Wait a minute, but when the cops are all in front of the house and she's screaming and yelling and bugging out the cop, he didn't. Oh, he was asleep. Okay, and the dog didn't bark.
Again, you guys want to state.
Wait a minute. Dogs, German Shepherds don't bark, Rocco.
Some do.
Some do, and some don't. Right. Okay.
So why?
All right. Wait a minute. That's a fact, though, that he didn't come out the house. All right. The fight's not a fact because we don't know what we're saying.
It's a fact that Lank was in the kitchen when he came downstairs. What's he going outside for?
But wait a minute. Because she went in and woke him up. J.F.K. went in and woke him up. He didn't come running out.
And John was already gone.
He was with him the night before. He wouldn't come out to see if his boy was okay.
John was in an ambulance on the way to the hospital.
Okay, so let me ask you this. At 2:20 in the morning, the phone calls, the butt dials. He butt dialed Higgins and Higgins butt dialed him. What do you got to say about that?
No idea. I don't think it changes any of the facts.
Wait a minute. That's a fact, though. That happened, right? You're saying that don't change the fact. So let me ask you this. Okay, here's my thing. This is my question. Here's my question.
You know what that is?
Listen,
that's
buddy.
Noise because you don't want to look at the actual fact.
Listen, bro. I am looking at the actual facts. That's the
You're
thing.
not.
This
That's
channel.
noise. That's
What you
noise.
mean? That ain't noise.
That's noise.
That's not.
It is noise.
Hey, listen. You know what's noise?
Did John get hit by a butt dial?
So you know he got hit by a car and did a backflip, landed. What's on his arm? What's on his arm?
Who said he did a backflip?
What's on his arm?
Who said he did a backflip?
He was way over by the flagpole. How did he get way over by the flagpole? And how did
he was 7 feet from?
He was 7 feet from the road. How did 7 people leave that house? That house ain't the size of a football field, and nobody's seen the body.
There you go again. How?
But how? How did 7 people? I'm just saying. I want to know.
Because they did. His phone didn't move all night. All night.
How did they not see him on the driveway when you could see a tennis ball?
Because they didn't see him. It was snowing. It was dark. You don't even know if he started the car ahead of time. Is there snow on the windshield? How does John's phone not move all night?
But at 1 a.m., there was no snow on that fucking lawn like that, though, bro.
Of course there was. Look at the footage
At
of the
1
library
a.m.?
when Karen's
At
driving
1
at
a.m.?
12.
What you mean?
At 12:15. At 12:15, Karen's driving past the library. The snow was covered in the road's covered in snow.
The road's not covered. What you talking about? It wasn't enough to cover him up that you can't see a 6'2" and right in front of you when you pull out the driveway.
Because you say so.
Because it's
Explain
just a
how his phone
fact.
didn't move all night.
7
Explain
people
how his
didn't
phone
notice
didn't
that.
move all night. Explain how
Explain
his
why
phone
his
didn't move
phone
all
didn't.
night.
Because when he went downstairs, right, it went down, and that was it. That's what
The
happened.
GPS says he never went anywhere near the house.
GPS didn't say that.
GPS.
Okay. All right.
Yes, it,
All right. Hey, listen, we can agree to disagree, man. I appreciate your phone call, Rocco.
you can't disagree with facts, homie. That's why you guys do this.
What? That's wait a minute. Do me a favor, though, bro. Hold on. See, am I
You don't want
calling
the
you?
truth?
Wait a minute. Am I calling you guys? Don't say they and
You don't-
them. I just let you have the
guys
floor.
claim to be- you
Can I
guys-
ask you this?
you
Can you
guys
call
claim
in
to be
any?
free
Can
Karen
you
Reed.
call any other platform and let you talk? I'm letting you talk, man. I'm saying that's your opinion. You broke down your facts. I broke down mine. You can't explain why there was butt dials. You can't explain
You
why
can't
he didn't
explain
come
why
out
his
the
phone
house.
didn't move.
Okay.
You can't explain why his phone didn't move.
So
you
why
you
did
wanna
they
talk
lawyer
about
up?
noise.
Why did they lawyer up? Why did an ATF agent have a lawyer? Why didn't any of them
Why?
come on?
Do you
Why
wanna
are
know
you?
why?
Wait a minute. Why, Rocco? I'm going to say this, and I'll let you have the floor. Why didn't any of them go on Dateline and speak their truth?
Why would they go on Dateline?
Why not? They're cops. Why not? They didn't do anything. You're speaking
They're
for
not the
them. Why don't they?
defendant.
Don't you want the
Why do they
defendant?
need?
Are you a fucking probation officer, Rocco? You're talking. Don't call it a
Why would they?
defendant. Call
Why
it
do they need to
Karen.
defend
Please.
themselves? They're not charged with a crime.
Why not? At this point, they
They're not
are
charged with a
charged.
crime.
The whole world thinks they
What if
did
they-
it, bro.
What
Why
does that
not go
matter?
on there? Why not go there? Why, if you didn't do anything, why wouldn't you go on a platform? If someone was calling you a murderer, you wouldn't go on a platform, a Dateline or a 2020, a perfect mainstream media, and say
You
this
don't
is
think that all these
crazy.
people have representation and they're going to have? You don't think that there's going to be lawsuits going out, that they're being advised on attorneys on what to do and what not to do?
What attorneys is this? It's like in the kangaroo court. They need to speak up.
You
They
don't
need to
think that all
speak
those
up.
people that have been harassed, intimidated,
Harassed and
threatened, and everything else for the past
intimidated.
year
They're
and a half are
intimidated.
going to have?
They're intimidated with what? This is intimidation. Just saying, hey, you
You
guys
know what
got to
libel means?
understand. Say, go
You know
ahead,
what
bro.
libel means?
What's that?
You know what libel means?
Do you know what do you know what rhymes with pick? Click. See you later, bud. Fuck out of here. Beat it, Rocco.
Pack it the fuck up, Rocco.
Do you know what libel means? Yo, buddy, do you know what fucking beat
The
it
whole-
means?
The whole time the chat's saying it was Plevin. I mean, I don't know, Chad, if it was or not, but point
It
is,
sounded like him, right?
it did sound like him, but the point is, the guy just, he wouldn't let Jay talk and he knew everything. Sounds like he's got the case solved. We don't need Hank. This fucking guy just solved the case.
JFK, you're preaching a platform or letting people.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
What's up, man?
What's up?
JFK, it's Nick. Are you going to let me speak my mind like you let that guy go?
Nick,
or are you going to hang up
Nick,
on me again?
I'm not trying to hang up on you, bro, but you got to be realistic, man. You're talking crazy, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'll give you a couple
Thank you.
minutes. Go.
Thank you. I hope more than 60 seconds with your funky bunch boy Glare last night, but nonetheless, thanks for the opportunity.
Go ahead, man. Do your thing.
All right. So it's much, much bigger than just that one night. And you started off with Turtle Boy and how he was being very aggressive to the O'Keefe family.
That's not how we started.
The O'Keefe family, other than the dad, signed up for what we call the Big Blue Wall. and they are over there, and they already cut their deal, and they got to keep the secret quiet. And when everyone showed up the day of their funeral, and Brian Alvarez didn't show up, Dugall didn't show up, Proctor didn't show up, Higgins didn't show up, the Powers boys, all the
Jim
cops.
McCabe show up?
I don't know about that. But when they showed up and they put on that wonderful display and they hung that flag higher than when Donald Trump comes to town,
yep,
that was all done for intimidation, to intimidate the O'Keefe family, to keep the story of what they wanted to put out quiet. And anyone else in the force that ever thought about sticking up and speaking out, because they had to do what they needed to do to John O'Keefe, because John O'Keefe was working with the very team that was investigating the Canton Police Department for 2.5 years prior. John O'Keefe was a confidential informant for the
Really?
very crew that was investigating what was happening in Canton, Massachusetts, that started well before Sandra Birchmore. You guys want to go down in history and make a change that will actually make a difference in this country? It starts in Massachusetts. You did a wonderful job explaining how the people should put their head down, worry about themselves, and practice what they preach with their own conscience and their karma. And that's exactly how, for the past 20 years, the entire country got brainwashed, because we're patriots. And when you stand up and you fight, you're fighting for your neighbor. And if your neighbor becomes Karen Reed, you're going to fight for her. And if your neighbor becomes Garcia, you're going to fight for him. And if your neighbor becomes Justin Root laying out on the pavement, they murdered him too. You're going to do something about it. Yeah. The Funky Bunch boys did a couple movies about it. There's another documentary coming out. Let's make sure it ends with the truth this time around.
We agree.
All right, Nick. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate your time, Nick. That's it. I think, it didn't even sound that crazy. I edited you pretty good. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? We'll take a couple more phone calls. But, I was talking about something, and I try to, get it all in on the show. And we were talking about it earlier. I mean, they're all coming out. The guy, Rocco. What do you feel about Rocco, man? I'm sorry, James.
They pinpoint on one thing, and that's what's crazy, because next thing, that's how we'll end up like, oh, they said this about you. No, we didn't say that. We just asked one question. That was not what our show was about. No. If we didn't start our show like that, it just came up because this guy said it was okay to call her that.
Yeah, listen, man, whatever. They can say what they want. We don't believe.
But this is what we were talking about, off the record.
Go ahead, talk to him, James. This was an alleged text, right?
Yes, this was an alleged text that we weren't sure of. Off the record, I never believed I hit him. I thought maybe he changed his mind and ran after my car for a ride, and I clipped him, and then he passed out. One thing I can tell you, I never thought that morning that his friends and a BPD coworker left him to die like roadkill. Like roadkill. Right there, I have a problem with that word, and I'll tell you why. Every report that says I hit him is authorized by Michael Proctor. And I was screaming, could I have hit him? Did I hit him? Now, back to the roadkill.
Hold on, I'm giving you the floor. I'm giving it to you.
You guys have seen roadkill before, right? You've driven by a dead animal on the street. You're driven by a dead squirrel. I mean, that's what she's basically, if that's text that came out, roadkill? I don't know. That's just not, it doesn't come off sounding good. So now we know this text.
So she said that.
Go ahead.
But she said that, but she's saying off the record, I never believed I hit him. I thought maybe he changed his mind and ran after my car for a ride. I clipped him. She said the same words, right, James?
Yes. Thought I clipped him. I didn't think I hit him. She said I didn't think I hit him. I mean,
I think I clipped him.
But then she didn't think his friends would leave him there like roadkill. So if she didn't think that,
why would her friends leave him like roadkill though? So
was he on the? Did she hit him, or did he get hit by something?
Like, did the friends see something? Did something happen?
Yeah. Did she think like they were helping him out, or they were picking him up off the ground? Because she said she didn't think they were going to leave him like roadkill. I mean, this is looking
Michael Proctor.
Off the record, I never believed I hit him. I thought maybe he changed his mind and he ran after my car. One thing I could tell you, I never thought that morning that his friends and a BPD coworker, Brian A., left him to die like roadkill.
All right, so now that we got the chat, I knew they was going to get riled up on this, but look, they dragged him out dying. He was beat up in the house. We understand all that. But you guys seen the same footage we seen.
Yep.
we're reading too deep into that text, I guess, Jay.
No, we're not reading too deep into that
No.
text because in that same text, he said that she
Right.
almost clipped him. But like, why would she think he would leave him at like roadkill? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Hello,
JFK.
yeah, can you hear that, James?
Yeah.
Yeah, who's this?
Marianne.
What's up, Marianne? Where you calling from?
Boston.
Okay,
Marianne.
Marianne. Let me ask you a question. Is it okay to say "see you next Tuesday" to Miss O'Keefe?
How about see you Wednesday?
See you Wednesday. Okay.
Ooh. All right.
I know what you're saying. To who are you saying that to, Miss O'Keefe?
No, I'm saying, is
The
it
mother?
cool to say that word to Mrs. O'Keefe? You think that was right? I mean, like, people think, some people are saying it's like that's who she is. She's messed up because she thinks Karen Reed's guilty. I mean, does it matter what she thinks?
At this point,
I
right?
think that's a very nice thing to say to anybody, but everybody is different, so I don't want to judge people. People
I'm
say
not.
that
I'm
word.
not. Hey,
like it's
listen. Let me tell you
nothing.
something. Hold on. I ain't judging nobody. I'm just making an observation.
Yeah, I'm just answering your question.
All
I'm
right.
just saying, different people use different language. I think it's probably the nastiest word there is to say, but
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah, I do. I
All
don't
right.
like that word, but everybody's different, so whatever. Everybody has different things,
Right.
but you guys do know that the FBI has cleared Karen of any wrongdoing in this.
Did they?
So, yes, they
So
did.
how's she
She's
still on
cleared.
trial?
yeah. So what's
Well,
going
because
on?
the FBI doesn't have jurisdiction to go in and say whatever. They gave them the 3,000 something pages, but I don't understand all of it. But I do know that she is cleared.
Really?
Yeah, she is.
If she would have got found, wait a minute. So if she would have got found guilty on the last trial, they would have just let her go.
I don't know. I really don't know how it
But
all
you just
works,
said she was cleared.
The
She
the
is.
FBI let her
They
go.
gave them. They gave the course. I don't know who they gave the papers to, but the FBI gave them. I think it was 3,700 pages, and also.
Yeah, but they gave that to the prosecution though too.
That was the last
Yes,
case.
both sides got it. Both sides got that.
Right. Mm.
And the prosecution decided not to use it, and the defense used the art guys, and they used somebody else from the FBI. I can't remember who it was, but they did use. Maybe it was the dog bite guy. No, that was the lady.
So do you honestly? So you think the feds cleared her and she's never going to jail? That's what you think?
Well, I don't know if she's ever going to jail. I
mean, you
and
just
pray
said
to
the
God
feds
she's
didn't
not,
clear
but
her. You said the feds cleared her. So
the FBI has cleared her of any wrongdoing. And the art guys, if you listen to the art guys, they tell you right in there that she did not hit him with the vehicle, and the vehicle did not hit him.
But it all got ignored. Mistrial.
She's been cleared
do
by
you know?
the FBI.
But do you know, right? When you appeal a case, right? Let me just give you some insight. When you appeal a case, you got 4 courts you could go to. The highest court is the federal court. So the point is, if the feds literally cleared her, this case would be over. It's not about jurisdiction at all. It's that they didn't clear her. They gave them information that was helpful.
The FBI, I think I'd have to go back and do my research, but the FBI cannot step in
Yeah, they
to the
ignored
case.
it.
They can't.
Let me tell you something. Yes, they can. Believe that. If they were going to clear her and make this go away, they would just come in and they would arrest these corrupt people.
Yeah. Same way they did with Sandra Birchmore case.
Is they haven't said that who did it.
But why ain't they? Excuse me. Why ain't they coming in and arresting these people? Why ain't they coming in and arresting people like they did with Sandra? Why not?
Well,
they're cops. Why can't they get them with the same thing? They covered it up, right? They're cops. It's murder, right? Why ain't they doing it? That's my question. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just wondering why. That's all. I'm confused.
On the jurisdiction part.
It says the FBI jurisdiction is extensive coverage crimes with national or international impact, those involving federal status and threats to national security. This board jurisdiction allowed the FBI to engage in various investigations activities. Well, I don't know. I can't remember exactly what it is.
That's
JFK,
all right,
but
sweetheart. Sweetheart, we're not trying to get on. I appreciate your call and appreciate your insight. You got anything else you want to say before you go?
Just don't say that word.
Don't say that word. I appreciate it. What's your name again? Sorry.
Marianne.
Marianne, I appreciate your call. Love is love, girl.
Take care, James.
You too. Bye-bye. Yeah, see, this is the thing, man. I think the feds need to come out then and let people know what is going on, because we don't know what's going on, feds.
The only thing. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you were done.
No, you go. You go ahead, man.
No. I didn't mean to cut you. The only thing I was going to say, what we touched on earlier, I wish they brought this up more. How the feds, the case wasn't talked about, how there was already a federal.
Yeah. They didn't say nothing on Dateline about the feds.
Nothing.
Who we talking with? You're live with James Jackson and JFK.
Mike over here in North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina, with the 83 Z28, the second gen.
73, brother.
73.
With a 427.
Yeah.
4-speed, 411 rear end. Yes, sir.
Does it got tilt steering?
No, it doesn't, actually.
Ah, well, that's okay.
No.
I can still steal it anyway. I can still
there you go.
I can still steal it anyway if I wanted to. Go ahead, man. What you want to talk about, Mikey?
What is it, a full moon tonight, man? What the hell's going on over here?
I don't know, man. It's wild, right?
All right. Okay. I want to touch on a couple things. If that Rocco goes back and looks at the time slots for the library, it was a lot more time than what he stated. He's totally wrong.
He's wrong.
There was a lot more time than just a couple minutes that he stated. Okay. Another thing, if you remember when Higgins was on the stand, at one point he said that whole night was a nightmare, and it's still a nightmare.
Yep.
So that right there, he just confessed. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's living the nightmare, and it's continuing to live in the nightmare. Let's see, what else did I want to say? The feds. I believe the feds are sitting back and they're not jumping in. They gave them both the information, but they're sitting back. They're looking to fry some fish, dude. I think that they want people to screw up on the stand so they can get cases against them. There's something going on there that we don't know about. That's my belief.
Okay. So you think the feds? So you think the feds are? You think Karen Reed's you think Karen Reed's not going to jail?
I believe that. I believe that she would not go to jail. I believe that the feds would step in and stop that whole thing if it ever came to that. They would not happen.
Why would they play that game though? Why would they play that game? I don't understand.
They're trying to get. There's something else going on there. Like that other gentleman said, that there's something going on. John was into something. I can't speculate because I have no idea. There's something going on.
You're so full of shit.
I understand, my brother. I really do.
The feds,
I don't know. I mean, it kind of makes sense to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know, man. I just don't have no faith in the feds.
And let me say something else about that C word.
Go ahead, brother.
Despicable. No man should ever call a woman that. I don't care. I do not care. That is despicable. A man who says those words to a woman are so uneducated because they can't think of anything else to say that's proper. There's no excuse for that whatsoever.
My man, I appreciate your time, brother. Thank you, Mike.
All right, my man. You guys, James, I hope your ankle's getting better, man. Peace out.
Shout out to my man's ankle.
Shout out to
Mikey,
the ankle.
Mikey, nothing but love, brother. Sorry I cut you a little short, man. I was trying to catch the next phone call. We want to take a couple of more. Who wants to jump in real quick? We've been at it. I mean, come on, are you guys not entertained, man? You guys got to check out my man James is sitting here. You got to check out his Cash App.
Hey, we working here too.
Yeah, my man had to cross 2 lanes.
I had to cross 2 lanes. I got a broken ankle. Everyone loves the ankle.
To accept.
You're live with JFK and James Jackson.
What's up, fellas? It's Karen.
Oh,
you guys are in deep shit.
Lottie Toddy, we like to party.
We don't cause trouble. We don't bother nobody. We're just some.
That's on the
I'm
mic.
not gonna. We're not.
And you rock the mic, right? Come on, sing me another song. What other rap song you like? You like some Eminem?
Well, I can't do Eminem.
Who you got?
How was the show?
We're gonna do Hey Young World, the world is your. Hey young world.
How about Teenage Love? And if you make love, sweetheart, you can forget it. Because, sweetheart, you're being caught and it will spread around town faster than your tongue. And wake up time and you receive the word. Yo, Teenage Love? Teenage Love. Don't hurt me again. Don't hurt me again.
I suck at singing, so first of all, I absolutely love old school rap. Like, you guys already know that. My boy James and I, we've already we already chatted. We're cool. We're from the Den.
Oh, you from the Den?
I still don't know what part you're from. I'm from Edgeworth.
Oh, you from Edgeworth?
And you're from Lynn. You're right down the street from me. We definitely we partied together for sure.
For sure.
So
yeah,
this is like crazy. I know. Like, tell me I'm crazy, but like, could there be a possibility that maybe the feds are allowing this to go on, and that like the defense and like Karen like are all like in the know that we are just keeping this going because we want to bring down as many people as possible? Could there be? Like, I just am wondering. Like, I don't know. It just came to me tonight. I'm like, I mean, like, obviously, like they spent $500,000, $500,000 on ACA. There's something that we're just like not seeing. Like, the feds have already like said the car didn't hit John O'Keefe. John O'Keefe wasn't hit by the car. So, like, I don't care about all this other bullshit about a library missing 2 minutes of friggin' video. Who fucking cares? Who cares? The feds have already brought in their experts. It's just like mind blowing to me that we're like continuing to talk about these small little details when, listen, like, let's look at the bigger issues. ACA was brought in, paid for by the feds. Like, what else do you need to know? What else? Tell me another case that the feds paid for expert witnesses.
Yeah, but tell me another case. But tell me another case that the feds came in and did all this. There was a mistrial.
And they totally ignored it.
And they totally ignored it, and nothing's happening. It's already October. I mean, I hope by December that they do something. I don't want to see this go back to trial.
Maybe they're allowing it.
They're doing what? Allowing what? They're allowing JFK and James to fucking show the video footage? What are they allowing?
No, I don't know. I'm just wondering.
No, Karen. I mean that with all due respect.
We don't know.
I mean, of course we don't know. The point is, listen, me and James talk about stuff off camera, and we have a crazy idea. And maybe we'll do a members only stream, and if we could get the members up, because
or
if
you guys can just come and meet me for lunch, or
we could come,
whatnot, because that's been
because we could tell you what we think. I mean, it could start with that text message. We never thought. What did he say on that text to Turtle Boy? I thought I clipped him, and I didn't think his friends would what? James,
leave him like roadkill.
Leave him like roadkill. So I mean, if I didn't know any better, I would think that maybe something happened right there. Because my thing is this, and I said it at the beginning of the stream. And if you're on the replay crew, we love you too.
We love you, replay.
And if you're just coming in right now, there's 376 people up in here still. You guys been rocking out with us, right?
I've been watching you all night. Subscribe to James. Yeah, all good.
So,
Oh,
and
nice.
give my man James Amaral the Cash App. He doesn't get the super chats that they take money percentage. You know, if you guys want to hook him up and give him something, you know, and
I
throw something his
appreciate
way
it.
to show him support, you see it right there, James Amaral. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. If you feel so kind, if not, go throw him a sub on his channel, James Jackson.
Yes.
James,
Even
I'll throw you some cash in a little bit, but
Nah,
I'm in
it's
the
all.
middle
It's
of
all.
this right now. I
It's
can't
all.
do two things at one time.
No. We gotta drop them in there.
I appreciate it, Jay.
But the thing is this. Now, we said it at the beginning of the stream. What if two things happened? Because you got to look at it like this, right? And I don't want to get into depth with it because people just get so mad. They think, no, there's no way. The thing is this. What if a fight happened, right? And I'm not going to say what happened, but because why is Brian A. and Higgins why are they not moving? Why are they just standing on business? They're just not even budging. They're not like they know something we don't know.
They're guilty.
But hold on. They are not. They are saying it's a. Okay, let me ask you this. Let me tell you this.
Not folding, no.
Let me give you this. I'll give you this analogy. I got to give you a parallel. Me and you were at the bar, Karen, right? Chilling.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude walks by you and says whatever and gives you a dirty look. And he kind of threatens us a little bit. And I turn around and I say, yo, man, calm down, bro. And he says, whatever, dude, shut up. And I just decide to punch him in the face just because I felt like it. Right? Now, a cop see me do it. A cop see me punch him in the face. So right off the bat, I know I'm getting arrested for assault and battery. So what do I got to do? I got to make up an excuse. So I turn around and I say, he tried to steal my chain. He said he was going to take my chain. He was going to take the chain off my neck, so I defended myself. So now when it goes to court, it's my word against his. Yep. It's the same type of situation where I feel that they know something on Karen to where they could say, go ahead, Karen, say your truth, because it's going to be your word against mine. Because why are they standing so strong? How do they think this is because like you said, why didn't the feds arrest them already? How did it not crumble? I mean, we know she didn't kill him, but at the same time Karen's not saying what happened. Karen's saying, no, I pulled up to the house and he walked in and everything was okay. And that the fight didn't happen at the bar and I felt no animosity. She never once mentioned Higgins. Just Higgins being, let me ask you this, Karen, as a female.
Because I'm going to, if I was Karen, I get the whole thing. So Higgins is gross. He's disgusting. But she was having some problems with, she was having some issues in her relationship. And you know what? Every girl, I'm going to tell you I'm telling you right now, girls will take something, and be like, all right, this guy is giving me that attention, and that's making me feel good in the moment now because I'm feeling shitty about myself.
We're not knocking that. We understand she was checking her market value. We totally get all that.
Yeah, she wasn't thinking that she was ever going to, Higgins never had a shot in hell.
Okay, but you don't know that. Where did you get that information from? Let me ask you this, Karen. All right, since we got you on the phone, we got a female on the phone. Where did you hear that Higgins never had sex with Karen? Where did you hear that? Who told you that?
I from a girl's perspective.
I'm saying, how do you know that? How do you know that?
I don't know that for sure, but I would want to say that Karen is above.
But where did you hear
it? I didn't hear that.
No, but you did hear it. You know who you heard it from? You heard it from Higgins on the stand. He said.
Oh, he said yeah. He said that they never. Yeah, he said that.
So you believe him?
He gave him a kiss.
You believe
it felt a little bit more like a friendship. Oh.
No. He said, I went over there and nothing happened. He said nothing happened. It felt awkward. That's what he said when she went over to his house. She went over to his house. It happened, right?
Yeah,
she went to his house. Okay, so let's just keep it there. And listen, I'm trying to be respectful here. So he said nothing happened. You believe that?
Oh, I believe that.
Why do you believe that? So you believe he didn't hit him either, right? I mean, so you believe he said he didn't kill him. He said he didn't kill him. So you believe that too?
No, so I believe that. I believe that. I don't believe that they're on the same in the same league. I don't think.
Come on, man. You got it. This is what I'm saying. This is the new trial. I'm talking from Hank Brennan's perspective. Disclaimer. Exes, please. Disclaimer. We think it's free Karen Reed. We know Karen Reed didn't do this.
Right.
All right?
I know she didn't.
We
so
know.
yeah, and
Hold on. What we're saying. Hold on. Let me finish my point. And I'm gonna
Am I missing something?
Yeah, you are. You're thinking about Slick Rick on Saturday. But listen,
I am super psyched.
right? So this is what we're saying. Higgins is the one that put out there that nothing happened, right? On the stand. And everybody's saying, look, Higgins said he didn't have sex with her. We believe it. But we don't believe when he says he didn't kill him. So you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't believe that he didn't have sex with Karen because he said so, right? So
if he had sex with Karen, he would want to tell the world that he did.
No, why? That would make it more. Wouldn't it make it more that he would be more enraged? Okay, so we'll just leave it there. Listen,
didn't he drive by? Didn't he drive by her house? And
no, he did that.
Like
he did that. Let me stick to the point because I don't want to drag this out. No, he drove by the house. That's how he initially first made contact. But here's the thing.
He knew that
You
she
don't
was
hold
way
on.
out
So
of
let
his
me
league.
ask you this. Do you think when he was in the bar, now if me and you were going out, me and you were girlfriend and boyfriend, and you start talking to James behind my back, right?
Ooh.
Me and James are friends, and you're talking to James behind my back. You text him, you get a phone number from a mutual friend, and you start texting him, and you're saying all these things. James, you're hot. You're my type of guy. Da 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 da. And you even said, hey, when you was over JFK's house watching the Celtics, you should have stayed over because they all fell asleep.
Yeah.
And then James was like, why? What would have happened if I stayed over? And then what? And then you turn around and said, well, I'm 42 years old. I know what would have happened. You said all these crazy things in the text. Let me ask you this. If a couple of weeks later, we was in a bar all together, James was there, I was there, and everybody was there, would you feel comfortable?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
So you're telling me she felt comfortable when she was in that bar? She was cool with that bar. And then wait a minute, now she was uncomfortable in the bar. She sees him acting up, peacocking. You see me, now I'm peacocking, right? And I'm acting up, I'm acting crazy, and you're looking at it. I mean, you see James peacocking, right? Because you were talking to James. James is peacocking. And then all of a sudden, I say, hey, we're going to go back to our boy's house, and James is going to be there. Would you feel comfortable with going over to an after party when James is going to be there?
Absolutely not. No.
Okay. So
absolutely not.
On that ride from that ride from Swampscott to the Highlands in Lynn, are we not going to have this conversation?
Absolutely. There's going to be a conversation.
Okay, so why ain't Karen talking about that fucking conversation?
Exactly.
Because her lawyers are telling her she can't.
Okay, but
she's being told not to.
But now in 2024, when they go back to trial, and the defense is going to be, can we agree that the defense is going to be this bar footage? They're going to say, look, they started a fight. Look. Are they going to say that, right? Do you think that's going to be the defense? They're going to zone in on that video? Do you think that?
I do. No, I think that video is going to be huge. But
okay. Hold on.
I don't think Karen Reed's not a Malden girl. I would have known 100% that there was something going on.
So you're saying that she didn't know?
I don't know if Karen Reed knew that there was something going on at the bar.
Wait a minute.
Because I don't see proof on that video that Karen saw.
She was hiding behind Karina the whole night. You couldn't see her. She was tucked underneath to hide it. She didn't want Higgins to see her.
Right. So we don't know that she saw Higgins, saying, let's go.
So you don't think when John was driving, wait a minute. So you don't think when John was driving over there, he wasn't saying something like, yo, this dude text me? You don't think when he was on the phone with Jen McKay for 46 seconds and 34 seconds, right? He wasn't saying anything about going over there. They were talking about what? They were talking cool. Everything was all right.
No, yeah, I wonder what he was saying to Jen.
So you don't think that she was air hustling that?
No, you're right.
So what I'm saying is, listen, I don't know that for a fact.
I'm sure that she was I'm sure she was downplaying it. I'll tell you that
Wait a
right
minute,
now.
this girl was slick enough. Wait a minute, Karen was slick enough to say, I know where the ring camera is. I know where the footage is. I'm coming to your house. You're hot. Don't worry about it. You should come to Florida with us. She had the balls to go behind John O'Keefe's back, but she didn't have the balls after she seen him walk through the threshold to go back to the house and knock on the fucking door.
Well, yeah.
Wait a minute. I'm Hank Brennan. Disclaimer. I'm Hank Brennan saying this. I'm Hank Brennan looking at this.
I hear no. You're coming in with a really strong point.
I'm saying you cannot
have your cake and eat it too.
You can't have your cake and eat it too.
But listen, JFK. There's no. But all of that. Put all of that aside. Karen Reed did not kill John O'Keefe.
But what did she do though?
She might have been sketchy. She was not faithful. She was not honest. She was not accountable to her relationship. There's a lot of things that you're pointing out right now that say, wow, she was maybe a shitty girlfriend. She made some really poor decisions that night. And who knows what happened. I think John O'Keefe knew that he was being told, come on, punk, come on. And I think John O'Keefe probably had enough fears in him that he was like, I'm not going home and like, I'm not turning the other cheek. I'm going there and I'm going to face these dudes that are like, telling me to come. I don't think he had any idea what was going to happen.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the problem though. This is why but you're saying she didn't hit him, but this is why she's in trouble. Because she never spoke on it. If she would have said the next day, I was talking to Higgins and he went in the house mad and I think he got beat up from the jump. If she would have said this, she said this shit 4 months later. Right. And this is the prosecution's case.
Well, did she say it 4 months later? Because Yannetti got a call. Didn't Yannetti get a call the next day?
She didn't say it. Steve Scanlon said it. She still didn't say it.
Let me show you what Yannetti was doing.
You're talking about the court. Listen what I'm saying, Karen. I appreciate everything you're saying, but we're talking about when it gets into the court and they turn around and they shrink everything down. They're gonna say, if there was a fight, why didn't she say it? Because there's no way she drove away. They're gonna say, well, when she drove away at 12:37, she's saying, "Fuck you, John, you pervert, you piece of shit." She's illing on him. From 12:32 to 12:37, when she made the first phone call, she's irate. She's fucking mad. She called him 50 times, screaming at him. But she's saying there was no fight.
Right.
So they're saying
she's not there. She's not
there. So she's saying there was no fight. So they're saying, of course you're saying there's no fight because you ran him over. That's what they're saying. You're saying there's no fight. You guys had no argument at all. There was nothing going on because you fucking ran him over. So she's playing right into the prosecution's hands. That's all I'm saying.
And the reason she was never going into that house to begin with. I don't know why did she even drive John over
exactly,
there?
Exactly.
He should have been like, John, we're not going there. It's like, we're going home. Like, and she could have driven home. And
Boston, hold on. This dude just said they arrested her so fast.
No,
they arrested her on February 3rd, man. That shit happened on January 29th, 3 days later.
I mean, if that was me and I was in that situation and you just gave the exact situation that I'm dating you, JFK, and I'm dating you but I'm kind of like having words over here on the side with James and we're all going to end up at like a party together. And I'm going to be like, I'm going to probably start a fight with you and try to get you out of it.
Let me answer this comment. No, JFK, the Commonwealth is saying John and Karen they're saying they're saying that they were fighting. And she's saying they wasn't. Now, if she would have said the real truth on why they were fighting, right, and what really happened, right, it would have made sense why there was a third-party culprit. She's saying, no, there was no fight. You understand what I'm saying? So the Commonwealth saying, no, of course there was a fight.
Over the kids and the shit at the house.
Yeah, over the kids. They're saying this, but that's not what the fight was about.
Right.
She never mentioned Higgins. She wanted to save face. She never mentioned Higgins. She should have mentioned Higgins from the jump. She should have said, listen, I was talking to this dude behind his back. And when we was at the bar, they were acting crazy. And my point is, if it goes back to trial and they use the third-party culprit and they say, this is what happened at the bar, the Commonwealth is going to say, this is what happened at the bar. They're going to say, Karen was there that night. She didn't see there was a problem. She never spoke on that problem. You know what I mean? So, and they're going to say the fight happened because Higgins was talking to, the fight happened at the bar because of Karen. And the Commonwealth is going to say, yeah, but Karen didn't even say there was a fight like that. She never even mentioned it. So it's going to dumb it down. So I think now in 2024, she needs to stand behind, get on a platform and explain what really happened. That's what I think. And admit to Higgins, at least speak on the Higgins text. Wouldn't you want to hear what she got to say about the Higgins text? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely want to hear that. But there's no way Karen was going into that house knowing that Higgins was going to be there, because she knew that she was in the wrong. She knew that she had been flirting with him and sending him messages that she never
Karen, why didn't she say that? Why didn't she say that?
I am assuming that she probably her defense maybe. I'm just assuming that the defense said that this is not the time and place to say that. But seriously, what girl I wouldn't, if you the scenario you just played out with me dating you and James going to be there and I'm talking to James behind your back, I ain't going into that house. No way, no how. No, but I'm also probably not going to bring you to that house. I'm going to go bring us home and not allow you to go to that house and be right. and probably have a fight with you if you leave this house, right? I wouldn't bring you to the house.
Yeah, but you said she was a square.
And I would probably want to take some accountability and be like, this shit's got to come out, and I need to have a conversation with my boyfriend when he's when he's sober and when I'm sober, and say, listen, I messed up and there was some, I know that you're upset. There were some things going on last night. She probably has to take some accountability for some of that. And I don't know, if that ever happened or whatnot. I assume it probably didn't, but I mean, I think that there's all these things that we can pull apart. Yeah, I do believe that you're right. Hank Brennan's going to go in on that, but I don't think the defense is going to start with the third party culprit. I think they're going to come in and be like, the ACA experts from the federal government stated that John O'Keefe was not hit by a car.
They can't say that. They can't say that from the federal government, though.
Can't bring up that trial. I mean, that case.
They can't bring up the feds. If they could bring up the feds, the case would have already been over.
Right. You don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like there's so much more that we don't know. Just what happened in the last couple of days, with Tully and
that's all propaganda. Everybody's making a big deal about it. They want the algorithm to go crazy. Oh my God, Tully got rehomed and Canoni got and oh my God, everybody's gonna get arrested. The feds are coming. Yeah, all right.
No, I know. They're hiding them. They're just hiding them.
That's what you want to believe.
No,
listen,
I think that
someone just said, I'm sorry, Karen. Someone just said, how does anyone know if Karen knew who was going to be there? Well,
she was just at the bar with them, right?
Well, how about this? She went to Higgins' house. She knows what kind of car Higgins drives. She met him at a bar in Boston. I'm sure she walked him to the car, or he walked her to her car, or maybe they was in the car together. Oh, by the way, she seen his truck in front of the bar, right? Oh, by the way, when she was at the Pats game and she gave him that kiss, I'm sure Higgins' car was right there in the driveway. So maybe when she pulled up, she seen Higgins' car and she got pissed off at John. Like, you're going to go in there, they're not even your fucking friends, because she was worried about Higgins outing her, throwing her under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
She should have just been more forthcoming. She got herself in a mess. That's just what I'm saying. And I'm saying in 2024, she needs to speak on it if they're going to go with that bar footage. I'm trying to tell you something. She needs to speak her truth, man. She needs to speak her truth and get the family, the victim's family, on her side, or at least asking questions. Because the fact that the victim's family is not even hearing a word she's saying and saying that she showed up the next day, acting suspicious, blah, 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 all these different things, it's making it real hard to beat the case. Because at the end of the day, the Commonwealth is looking at it like this. Hey, The victim's family will be happy if we lock her up. That's all that matters.
Who paid for
Yeah,
crack?
but you know, like the whole thing, like I mean, like I work at this emergency department. I know exactly how someone gets sectioned. She was not sectioned. She was not held. She got sectioned like initially, but she was not held on a section.
It was like a 24-hour surveillance, probably.
I mean, anybody that just saw, like, found their, like, you know, boyfriend, the person that, you know, that they claim that they love and whatnot on, like, they found them, you know, in the state of mind that she did. Like, she really, like, needs to be given a little bit of, like, empathy for the fact that, like, she didn't know how to react in that moment. And then when she did go to the house and was trying to be, what it sounds like, trying to be there for the children, it sounded like that she was getting, like, the push away from, you know, from Mrs. O'Keefe. And by no means should Mrs. O'Keefe ever be called anything derogatory. Should no woman at all ever be called anything derogatory. I mean, like, that's just ridiculous. And those people that think that that's okay are just clowns, and they just don't have any respect. And I don't even know. That's just a whole nother show. But thank you guys. You know,
Karen, let me take this call.
But
Let me take this call. All right, Karen.
Yeah. Oh, I'm taking up too much time. You guys.
Right.
Yeah. I'll
Peace
talk
and
to
love.
you.
All
Bye.
right, bye. Karen, ladies and gentlemen, Karen. She's a great caller.
Sandy from Cali.
You're live with JFK and James Jackson. How we feeling?
Well, what is the rumble tonight?
I don't know. You tell me.
Boy, what a heated discussion going on. Anyway, this is Sandy.
What's up, Sandy?
Yeah. So, how's the nose?
What's that?
How's your nose? You
My
said you
nose?
had a little thing frozen.
Oh yeah, it's not on my nose. It's on my face.
Oh, I thought I saw a bandage on your nose. I don't have my glasses on.
Nah.
TV.
It's all good.
I had one on my upper lip. They froze it. They had the biopsy, came back positive, but froze it again, and I'm good 20 years later. So no worries.
Nice. Yeah. Well.
Okay. But I just thought you guys have been on a long time, and I just wonder, is it time to bring it down, or are you guys ready to keep going?
I don't know. We're just letting you guys run the show. Go ahead. What you want to talk about?
Oh, okay. I don't know. I still think there's a lot of misinformed people out there. It's great you're doing your show. I'm glad that you keep it even. James keeps it even. You don't hound on these people with screwy ideas. Let them speak, and if they're too much, cut them off. But you're a whole lot fairer than a lot of other channels. So, you know, much respect for both you guys for that.
Appreciate it.
And, yeah, you know what? I have my thoughts. Everybody has their thoughts. All I know, he was murdered in the house, full stop. And you know what? If it goes to trial, it goes to trial. The feds, who the F knows. And we're just here to support Karen. We're here to support, you know, justice for John, Officer John O'Keefe, and Sandra Birchmore. Hopefully she'll get her justice and he won't, you know, unalive himself before he gets in there. And everybody else, Ruth, you know, I mean, I'm all for him, signed up, and if there's anything I can do for his sister and stuff, but I'm in Cali, but hey, I can man the phone, you know, I'm still kind of in bed 80% of the time, but I can do phones, I can, you know, do searches and stuff for her, so I'm all in on helping on this side, but yeah, it just seems like it was getting a little pretentious there, and just wanted to give you guys some good hugs and loves and peace and pay it forward. And I did Cashapp James, my man. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we appreciate your phone call.
I appreciate that.
You guys take care, okay?
You too, sweetheart. All right.
All right, babe.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, that's awesome.
Nice,
well,
Sandra.
James, what's up, buddy? What you want to talk about, my man?
I mean, There was
Ended
a
on
few
that
things.
note.
Yeah, ended on that
3.5 hours in.
note. 3.5 hours in, we had them going, so we kept it entertainment.
Kept it
and
entertaining, and you know the disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
Go ahead, James. Talk to him.
And that's it. Subscribe, James Jackson. Subscribe, JFK Show Off. Send a super chat. Send a Cashapp, JFK Show Off. Cashapp, James Amaral Jr. And go to the store. Buy yourself a hoodie.
Yes, sir. Wow, what a show though, huh?
Yeah, man. Great show. Great people.
You think Rocco was the Cottage Teals dude? What's his name? They're saying
I
that
guess,
he was
yeah, they all were saying it was
Clever?
it was Plevelin, yeah. God. What's James YouTube? James Jackson. It's right here.
Yeah, they'll throw it up for sure.
Put it in for you. Yeah, yeah, he didn't want to let it in. Oh, what I was gonna say about that with the drive-by, I thought I heard that something was missing, and the reason they took that part of the camera out because it showed her driving by, and her tail light was fine. So they didn't want that part. I heard about something missing from there, but I mean that's all speculation. If you want to go down all these rabbit holes.
Me and James, I take if you didn't know, is the bar scene. We keep going at it. We just want, I think that could clear a lot of things up. I really do. I think that, hey man, we was at the bar, Higgins was acting up. We went over to the house. I mean, you've seen him get out the car, right? You've seen him peek his head in. You've seen all these things. What else did you see, Karen? I would just love to hear it from you.
Right.
And we're gonna hear it. And I'm telling you, we're gonna hear it. We might not hear it this year, we might hear it next year after she's free. She might tell us all. But, you know, I think Hank Brennan is going to want to hear it if he's going to make a deal with her. If he's going to let her go and she's going to walk, he's going to want to hear what we want to hear.
Yep.
Because why is that, James?
Because Hank expects his criminals to commit crimes, but he doesn't expect this from law enforcement.
And he also thinks Whitey Bulger's not a rat.
And that's another thing Hank said. Whitey Bulger is not a rat. So there you have it.
So if Whitey Bulger's not a rat, then how the hell can Karen Reed be guilty?
Exactly. That's how.
And we out. And we out of here.
Entertainment purpose only. It doesn't mean to hurt any.
Let's go.
And don't take it seriously.
Sir, did you make any phone calls after you went to bed between the hours of 1:45 a.m. and 6:30 a.m.?
Yes.
Who did you call?
I inadvertently called Brian Higgins.
But you're so full of shit.
You inadvertently called him at 2:22 in the morning.
Yes.
How did you inadvertently call him?
Well, I don't know because it was inadvertent.
But you're so full of shit.
Isn't it true that at the other hearing you indicated that at or around the 2:22 time frame, you and your wife were in bed together in an intimate situation?
Yes, around that time. Nasty.
Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty. Nasty
You're so full of shit.
From McCabe when she, Karen Reed and Kerry Roberts found John O'Keefe's body.
I think she's passed away.
Let him donut. 6 donuts. Donuts.
Donuts.
I've been doing it there 2 years.
I responded some of my questions.
Defendant responded.
Okay, which? Ask again. I said, nope, tricks are for kids.
For kids.
It's showtime.
Static Select.
And no matter where I go, I feel
Baby,
it right
I'm home.
Come on. Rainy days, rainy nights when the pain hit. Mental health fragile. Don't let your brain flip. Had a child with your lady. Never claimed it. She takes care of your son, huh? That's some lame shit. Hold on to dreams. Don't let others see. They say they're sober. They fake recovery. I always reach out. Can't see my brother bleed, but he don't wanna listen. Rather run the streets. Chasing fame, such an entrepreneur. You ain't got that man's money. What you flaunting for? Nothing to call your own. Now you wanting more. Now you in group chats talking noise with your boys. Went from sipping Heineken, sipping on Stella. From boosting with the fellas, merchandise reselling. From a solid crew, now his man is telling.
Memberships, I appreciate you. I got a lot of great things coming behind the scenes. You ain't gonna want to miss it. Thank you again. And if you're wondering what the membership's all about, we got 3 donuts. We got 6 donuts.
Donuts.
6 donuts? 6 donuts. And we got a dozen of Fuckery Donuts. And with that being said, Fuckery Donuts is now open.
Donuts.